the tale of an ancient evil clawing its way into the world where no one suspects. Innocents are being lured to their doom. Can the druids and the rangers of the Dreadwood be able to contain it? Or will the evil spread? Will those sworn to protect the inhabitants of the region and the very forest itself become the servants of this wickedness? Or simply die trying to stop it?
That's a great fantasy.
Oh! And with that, we are live. Nobody listens to me until I scream stuff. Hey, everybody, welcome.
It's kind of our tradition, though, to come on in the middle of a conversation, right?
It is. But this is episode number 1 of Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures: Into the Dreadwood.
Yeah.
Using a new system. We're using no fantasy game. It's no fantasy gaming here tonight. Everything is super real.
How boring would that be?
It would be totally boring. Or in my case, just depressing. So this is low fantasy gaming, luckily.
There you go.
So it's not going to be like that cartoon with the dragons that are playing like offices and humans or something?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, from Dragon Magazine. Yeah. It's so awesome. And just so you know, I messed up. There was an awesome We'll Begin Soon video that was supposed to be playing. And there's an awesome intermission video that would have played if I'd set it up correctly. But I didn't, so you can blame me. But there's some nice music, so there you go. There's that. Hey, everybody. How you doing? I am Will DM. I will be the game master for this lovely game of low fantasy game. See, I got it first time. Now, he was talking to
that's because
daughter.
I warmed everybody up to it.
All right, well, fair enough.
It's deceptively tricky.
Deceptively tricky fantasy gaming would be a really good title.
I don't think that one's going to sell. The name just isn't.
I don't know. It's like the tagline would be like, "We put more crunch in your crunch," or something like that. You know.
Wow, that's really not going to sell then.
I don't know. This is all off the cuff here. That's why it's so bad. All right. Well, everybody, this is where we're having a mini campaign where we're going to be, like we said, playing the low fantasy gaming stuff from Pickpocket Press. I want to say thank you to Steve, not our Steve, but the Steve from Pickpocket Press.
Yeah. Steven, you can go screw. We would like to thank a different Steve.
That's usually how that happens.
Let's thank our Steve. Thank you, Steve. So, but basically, we're going to be not really sure exactly how long because we're basically we'll run as long as the story arc allows us to go before we cut out. But Steve Gradzicki. Yes,
oh man, you should have practiced this beforehand.
You know what? I even went to Google Translate and put it in there just to make sure that I was saying it correctly, and it was, and I still fucked it up. Sorry, Steven. But anyway, so he has graciously giving us. We've gotten one so far in the mail, but we will be giving away 2 hardbound low fantasy gaming deluxe editions during our show.
So what do people have to do to win?
That would look excellent on my shelf, by the way.
They're not giving it to you, Michael.
No,
darn
it. We're exempt. But one is, and after I got this, because I'm like, you know what? because when I got mine, I was like, I'm just going to go with the old black and white one because it's got the old school feel. This is old school feel kind of game. That's the way I want to go. And then this is the color edition. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than the one that I got. It's so nice. So what we're going to do is every night, anybody who shows up, you can type into the chat, enter. Just do it once. If you do it more than once, you'll be disqualified, and you'll get put into a raffle. We have 2 books we're going to give away. At the halfway point, we're going to give away the black and white.
We're
version.
doing them both tonight, is what you're saying.
No, we're going to.
So what?
Let me rephrase. The halfway point of the campaign. We're not going to do it tonight. So like 2 episodes or 3 episodes in, we're going to give away the black and white edition. And then on the final episode, we will give away the colored edition as well. So, but when you show up, you can enter by just typing enter into
Lord
the
Forth
chat.
so far is in the lead.
There you go. And then what we'll do is we'll go through, compile all of the people's names, and then we will go ahead and pick a winner at random. So, and then, good luck to everybody. So just throwing that out there again. Thank you, Steve, for giving us
Grodzinski, is that his last name?
Grodzicki.
Grodzicki.
Sure. Grodzicki.
Steve Grodzicki.
Grodzicki, yes. Pickpocket Press. He the man. So there you go. So he's in Australia right now, so he's sleeping. Or he's just getting
goodness.
up. No, he's just getting up and getting ready to go to work and what have you.
Waiting for us to butcher his name.
There you go. And
morning, Steve.
And his beautiful beautiful game. All right. So
I think their last name could be spelled Smith, and we would go like, is that Smita?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Especially anytime somebody follows us, we always kind of get
those things are so nerve-wracking whenever that happens.
A little bit. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and we'll have the cast introduce themselves. And what I want you guys to do, normally I don't really do this, but give a brief description of your character. And then just to give everybody a little bit of an idea of who and what you're playing. And so to start things off, Wes, the ever awesome Wes, go ahead and tell us who you are, and then give us the briefest description of who you're playing, like Ray's class.
Okay.
Yeah. Some kind of cool feature, like he collects bottle caps or some shit like that.
I'm Wes. I'm playing Ravast, an elf with a panther who's a ranger, and he's cool.
That's pretty.
That was pretty good.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think we need to actually fight anything because of that panther. I think that panther.
That panther's badass.
Yeah.
He's really the character I'm playing. He has a human companion.
Yeah. Totally true. Excellent. All right, KD, you look like you were writing something. Damn, I was hoping to catch you while you were in the middle of doing something.
You didn't.
I tried.
Yeah.
I'm KD. If you guys were following our last campaign, I'm playing Wanderer, who was Addison's sidekick. She's a wolf. She is, for the sake of this game, she's being played as a barbarian.
Yeah, so we've homebrewed this, everybody. So it's actually it's like Lassie, but a wolf is what we got going on here. It's super smart dog, So did I get it right, Katie? Was that pretty spot on?
I don't think it was.
Sure.
See, I got it, Adam.
I don't think so.
Oh, you little faith. Excellent. All right, Steve, go ahead, man.
I am playing Xeon, an elvish rogue whose background is an assassin.
Excellent. All right, Michael.
You're on mute.
You're muted.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I just said.
I could read your lips on that
he was
one.
looking.
Yeah.
You could tell he was like, okay, let me make sure I get this.
Yeah. I'm Michael, and I'm playing Roth, the butler for the last campaign, who is just going to go on a little holiday. And I'm going to try something new, and I have a notebook, and I'm going to try to take some notes.
Huh.
Let's see how long this lasts.
Yes.
Interesting.
You know
technique.
what? Okay.
Yes.
Check this out. This is definitely something we should do. At the end of the campaign, when we're done, we should have Michael go through and read his notes and see how close to it.
Chapter 1. Notes begin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's about it.
That's it.
No, like halfway through. it's
William started the adventure with a witty anecdote.
like, oh, God. Well, with that segue, Adam, go ahead.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam, and I am playing the dick-punching halfling Quinn Hightopple. I did not come up with this character. This is created by Dungeons & Dragons, Wizards of the Coast. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
And converted to?
Well, now it's Low Fantasy Gaming, who is almost a sponsor. Does that count? You've given us something. No one else has given us something, so that counts.
Steve's a sponsor. What are you
You have logos on here, so that's something.
Yeah.
So thank you for sponsoring.
That's called. See, you got it. There you go. We've been asking. Now you got one.
Yeah. So for some reason, in the Essentials kit, they have sidekicks. Well, that's not the strange part. The strange part is that one of them is a halfling fighter who specifically punches people in the dick.
It says growing in
It says groin in the book.
Yeah. And we thought, hey, what better character to bring over to low fantasy gaming than a halfling that likes to hit people in the privates. Yeah. This is gold.
It was the role I was born to play, too.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just ask my forget it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So with that having been said, what's that? Sound effects? You got it. We pull out all the stops, except for videos, except for intro videos and intermission videos.
We pull out most of the stops.
In our defense, I prepped everything, so therein lies the problem. This is why it happened. Adam's busy working on his film, so I was trying to step in, and I kind of half stepped in it. But anyway, so all right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we're going to get started on our adventure here. Mm-hmm. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off. The adventure begins with Ravast, the elf. Now,
I think it's Ravast.
Is it Ravast? Did I need to smush it together more? Ravast.
I can change the spelling to accommodate your pronunciation if that's easy.
No. Yeah, because you'll change it, then I'll start saying it differently.
Challenge him.
All right.
My last character's name was Cyprian. I don't think he pronounced it correctly once.
No,
So.
he kept going Rolf forth. So there's no way.
So the jury's still out on that challenging thing. Okay. Yes. Well, play it by ear.
There you go. So Ravast is he lives in the Dreadwood. Okay. Amongst the elves that live there in the Dreadwood. Now, the Dreadwood itself has a lot of mysterious and murky parts to it. The further south that you go, it's less hospitable. Definitely not a place where, obviously, the music just cut out on us. Well, that's typical. Let's try something else.
Just keep going.
I'm just going to keep going. We'll do that one there.
This is bad TV right now.
What are you talking about? This is high quality TV. Steve from Pickpocket is not regretting a damn thing yet. So,
if anybody else would like to sponsor us, because we'll soon need one.
There you go. So, with the Dreadwood having the more southern parts of the Dreadwood have deep, dark, foreboding areas. The humanoid population increases, and there was a ancient group of Oridians that actually came and practiced dark magic in the wood, and basically tainted different parts of the land and things along these lines. But that's been kept in check and under control for centuries, not centuries for the most part. There is a group of rangers that call themselves the Dreadwalkers. That their main job is basically patrolling the Dreadwood, trying to keep these things in check. Okay, the elves, your people, have a somewhat of a mutual understanding with the humans that live within the Dreadwood, and you guys kind of work in conjunction for the most part. There are pockets of bandits and other types that are in the wood, though, as well. And the Dreadwalkers kind of work in conjunction with the elves of the Dreadwood to try and keep the evil and what have you to a minimum. Also in the Dreadwood, there is an enclave of druids, an ancient enclave. Now, this enclave is starting to wind down, starting to break apart in the fact that there's only 3 of them left. They have a number of younger druids that are possible prospects, but they haven't been able to find anybody to bring into the circle. And these druids, while working in conjunction with the elves and working in conjunction with the Dreadwalkers, are kind of their own separate organization as well. Now, recently there's been a lot of talk, especially amongst the elves, and that things amongst the Dreadwalkers and things amongst these human hunters and rangers that work for the Druid Enclave from time to time, something just not quite right. Something funny's going on. Some of them have been acting differently. Some just disappearing. And it's something that the Dreadwalkers are not trying to advertise that they're having some sort of problems, but trusting the Dreadwalkers has become an issue. It's become an issue amongst the elves, and it's become an issue amongst the druids. Now, Fendril is the leading druid of the Druid Enclave, an extremely old, ancient man. There's 2 other druids that are also in the Enclave that I haven't given names to yet, so we won't mention them by name. But they too are old.
Skip and Bud, we commonly refer to them as.
Dick and Bud.
Skip
I mean, so
Stick and
Addison's
Bud.
grandmother is part of the Druid Enclave.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
her name.
I could give you that if I look into my backstory because I don't remember what it is.
we'll say that she's in there, but basically what it is that Fendril is the only member that is currently got enough gumption left to do anything. The other 2 haven't been kicked out of the Enclave or anything along these lines, and they still have potent magic, but they're infirmed. You know, they're hundreds of years old, actually, as is Fendril, but Fendril is the only one that still has enough gumption, get up and go. He's met with the elves of the Dreadwoods, and you're essentially, I don't know, what would they call the elven hierarchy within the forest there, but like your elders, had, after meeting with Fendril, have asked you, Ravast, to do a favor for their friend the Druid. Because the hunters and the rangers and the normal people that are gone to and dependent upon to help out when things start to turn bad are kind of questionable right now. They don't want to turn to them. But there was word recently that of an extremely young druid happened to be part of a group of heroes that had recently saved Saltmarsh. And they want you to go down, and you have been given a letter addressed to Addison and her friends, but mostly to Addison. and you're to go down to Saltmarsh and find and deliver this message. They do impress upon you, because they don't know who the other people are, that it's not so much that because it's just addressed to Addison, that it's just for her. It is for this group, as they're calling them, the heroes of Saltmarsh. So it's not for her eyes only. It is any of those individuals can read this letter or be given this message. And basically what it is, they let you know what's written within. It's they're being asked to come up and meet with Fendril, who wishes to employ them and get their aid in having him investigate some of these things that have been going on in the Dreadwood. So that's the whole reason you're going down and finding these people. So you've made your trek. You've gone south through the Dreadwood, down towards the coast to Saltmarsh, which is a coastal town. And it is chock-a-block busy. There are soldiers all over the place. Outside of the walls of Saltmarsh are these reptilian sea shark fish people that are actually, they're all dead, and they've hung them from like ropes outside the walls. There's naval vessels in the harbor, and there are squadrons of these soldiers are camped outside of the city, as outside of the town, as well as mumbling about through it. And you come through the front gates. They let you in, no problem. They're not checking passports or anything along these lines. Into this hustle and bustle area. They had received word that these heroes might be found at a place called the Fishbone. And that's where you're to at least start your quest to try and find them. So we're going to pick up right there where you're coming in through the front gate. You're coming into Saltmarsh. So did you have any questions about that?
No, Liar is with me, though.
Okay. With your cat being with you, the guards at the front are going to stop you. They're like, "Oh, easy there, buddy. What are you going to bring in this big cat into the city? I mean, who?" And then, as this guy's stopping you and saying that, the other guard, because there's two of them, one on each side, and goes, "Oi, look at him. He's an elf." Well, what does that got to do with anything? I mean, he's got to look at a cat.
I don't have her, but you can try to stop her if you'd like.
No. I mean, you're an elf. You from the Dreadwood. You one of them ranger types, something like that?
Something like that.
All right. Well, neither of these guys seem intent or wanting to do anything about your cat. And your cat's well behaved. It's not like she's snarling at him or anything along these lines, right?
No, she's looking at them, the one that tried to stop her, very intently, though.
Gotcha. All right. Yes. All right. Well, go ahead. Go. You guys can go ahead. Go ahead in.
Thank you.
And like 10 feet after, 10 paces after you've passed and you've gone through the gate, the other guard comes over and they start to, "What are you doing? You're going to let that guy in there? Were you going to stop him? Did you see that cat?" And you can hear him starting to argue over about whether or not they should have let you in at all.
Don't pay it any mind. I've been here before.
Yes, you've definitely been to Saltmarsh before.
So I will head towards the Fishbone.
Okay. So the Fishbone is the most upscale of the inns and taverns within Saltmarsh. It is the one that actually caters to the travelers and the merchant. Well, some merchants, but most of the travelers and people coming and going from the town. And you actually know. You know what? I knew I should have kept all these damn notes close by. The owner, and they know you, so it's not much of an issue there. the as you go through town, I mean, you know what? That's a good thing. Why don't we do that? Why don't you go ahead and just roll me a naked 20? Just a straight up D20, no modifiers, nothing like that. What do we get?
18.
Excellent. Okay, that's what I wanted. The higher, the better. You're actually pretty well known down here, and you're known because of. I guess you're like one of the. Well, why don't you tell me? Are you like a liaison for the elves? For the most part, when you.
I'd say yes. I'm probably one of the people who keeps things in the Dreadwood from interfering in the city too much. So someone causing trouble from the Dreadwood, I might be one of the people that goes and looks for that person.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're definitely well known on site within the Dreadwood in not the Dreadwood, in Saltmarsh. And what that is mostly because of, here it is. You're not friends with anybody per se for the most part, but everybody recognizes you right off the bat. Yeah, there's that elf and there's that cat sort of thing. So the soldiers and everything that are here pick up on this. And because the natives or the inhabitants are, freaking out, they're taking their lead from that, and they're not freaking out as well. Okay, so you make it to the fishbone, and the fishbone is a hopping. Lots and lots of people in here right now. It is a full place, and for the sense, for brevity's sake, that's where all of you guys are at. So, for a moment before we bring Ravast into this, Susha is the owner's name of the fishbone, by the way. But before we have you introduce those guys, so what's the story with you guys? And because the rest of the heroes of Saltmarsh kind of just, Cyprian was left studying in a extra dimensional library. The rest sailed off on a pirate ship. You guys have just kind of started hanging out, sort of thing.
Yeah, I missed the boat because I was hungover and overslept, so I just wandered my way back here, and I've been here ever since.
Gotcha.
Rolf went and reported to Cyprian's family where he is and what's going on, and then he kind of wandered back and is not sure what to do.
Yeah, because he's waiting for his boss, basically, to
right.
That could take
boss
years.
/ friend / whatever, yeah.
Right. And we established that Xeon was actually part of Voda's crew, and for some reason did not go when the ship sailed, correct? Is that what
Correct.
we thought we were going to go with? Okay. So you guys have all been kind of like hanging out together because you know each other, so to speak. So you guys are all in the end. Mm-hmm. Now, Wanderer, who's Wanderer taking a shine to and hanging out with? I mean, what's Wanderer doing? Because Addison left, right? She's gone.
Addison went back to kind of spend time with Chance's family.
Right.
Wanderer decided that, she lives in the Dreadwood, so she got comfortable down here, and I mean, her and Quinn got kind of close.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to say is the bridge between Ravast and you guys is Wanderer. Ravast, you know of this wolf. Okay. The wolf is a close friend of Addison, who you were supposed to deliver this letter to. But Wanderer is also known as like a wicked smart wolf. It is smart to the point of being like a person, so smart. And so it's known as like any other individual of the Dreadwood, this is so-and-so, this ranger or woodcutter or so, So she has her own kind of reputation, and more so because of the simple fact that, well, she's this really super smart wolf, so she's kind of like her own little, I don't know how you would call it. She's just very popular because of the fact that she's an animal.
Who
that's
doesn't
really
like
smart.
a smart wolf?
Dumb sheep?
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so we're going to pick up there, and so basically, we've got Ravas coming in through the front door, and essentially, it's not right at first because people are drinking and merrymaking. Everybody's really celebrating because of the simple fact that there's been a lot of, let's see if it works this now or not. That's all right. That's definitely not going to get played. We're just not going to use music for right now. There we go. Because they've just saved the town. There was a major battle between the Sahuagin and the soldiers in the Navy and all this different stuff. So everybody's celebrating.
Yeah, we're like heroes too.
Yeah. And so when Ravas comes to the front door
Well,
and is looking around,
Quinn, Ronder, and Rolf anyway.
1, 2, 3 people start to notice, and the people who are citizens of Saltmarsh pay it no mind. You get a couple of nods and like a wave or two, and then there's like the noise level of the talk of people drops considerably. Here it is. This is what I wanted, because it's the soldiers and other people. Like, holy shit, that's a cat, and then they're like, oh, you guys aren't freaking out about that or whatever.
They're cool with the wolf in the pub, but
I mean, it's a big.
Well, they're dog people.
Calling Liar a cat is pretty.
Right.
It's a fucking panther. So,
Yeah.
Do I see the wolf child?
Yeah, you definitely see Wanderer. Wanderer, you see Ravast, who who's an elf. Essentially, he's an emissary of the elves of the Dreadwood, and you see Liar, his cat.
Yeah. So her ears will perk up, and I guess she'll pad over to them.
Are you going to go over and smell Liar's butt?
No.
I just wanted to check.
Quinn will.
Smart wolf.
Oh yeah, that's a smart wolf part. Okay, we got it. We got it.
I have to roll something. High or low? Wanderer.
Low.
Dope. Liar is super friendly.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Yeah.
like I said, who doesn't love a smart wolf?
She just kind of like does like circles around Wanderer and is just looking
Rubs
up and down and,
rubs up against her.
Doing that cat headbutt sort of thing.
I'll take out the letter and say, Wanderer, can you understand me?
Oh yeah.
She'll nod.
This is for you.
Alright,
And your friends.
If only she could read.
She could read. She could,
Oh,
she'll
we
take
did
her
it.
arm out.
We did establish that she is super smart,
Yeah.
but you're overlooking the obvious setback. No thumbs.
Right, no. I'm holding it out.
Mouth. And then-
Please let me be of assistance,
Yeah, she'll
good
put it in her mouth and bring
wanderer.
it over to
I
roll.
believe this letter is for you. Shall I read it aloud?
Yeah, she'll nudge your hand.
So I'll go
I'll
ahead
walk
and
over.
open it up and read it in my best posh accent.
Okay. Here. All right, I'm gonna do it. Here's my best Rolf. Greetings, Addison, and friends. Hold on, I gotta go back to the NPC's name. This is Fendril.
Fendril?
Yeah, I was like,
See? No, Fendril.
Hey! Yeah, I've
Yes.
got 4 campaigns running around up in there. So, this is greetings from Fendril. It's I've sent you this letter in hopes of catching you, Addison, and your friends and Wanderer, and begging you to come up north to the Enclave's abode, house. Man, I can't think of good words at all today. To help me with a desperate problem. It appears that there's something very mysterious happening in the wood, and unfortunately, I cannot ask for assistance my regular counterparts because of this mysteriousness that's going on. God, I am doing really bad today, aren't I? Yeah. So basically, there. I'm gonna just say what the
Who wrote this
says
fucking letter?
I know I should have wrote it out. Basically, it says essentially, Fendril is asking for Addison and her friends to come up to the Dreadwood, to the Druid Enclave, to help him with and he'd say it's a mysterious, and you can tell he's beating around the bush. He's not naming names. The normal people he would ask for assistance are currently unavailable, and I need someone that I can trust. And I heard of the great things you've done in Saltmarsh, so I was hoping that your friends and you could come up and help. Is essentially what it is. Boom, there it is.
He's gonna be really fucking disappointed when he sees us.
Water looks at Quinn like, speak for
Well,
yourself.
besides you, of course. You're a smart wolf. Who doesn't love a smart wolf?
The heroes of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, they sailed away. I mean, we're part of that group, of course. So I feel like we're keenly available because we've got nothing else to do besides help you in this endeavor.
Wonderful.
I gotta punch him in the dick, but then I see the cat looking at me. So I'm just my fist is right there, aimed for your crotch, but I don't. And then slowly I bring it back.
Nice. Very well done. Very well done.
Well, at least you have self-preservation.
It's just my way of
I'm
saying
Revost.
hello.
Learn
Well, the
new
name's
ones.
Quinn Hightopple.
Roth at your service with a flourishing bow.
Xeon.
May I present Xeon, Quinn, and Wanderer.
Xeon.
Quinn, and Wanderer. Your adventure company extraordinaire.
Yes.
I like that word, extraordinaire. Use that again when we see people of importance.
I just look down at Liar, and Liar looks up at me for a long moment.
You're not
We're
sure,
almost-
but you think Wanderer rolls her eyes a little bit.
I'll choose to lean into that as like my only sign of hope that this is not a mistake. And
It is.
we should make haste.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand the fucking letter. What is it you need us to do?
We
They-
need to travel and investigate.
And there's money involved, I imagine.
I imagine.
The letter didn't say, now did it?
Yeah.
However,
It wasn't
sometimes
specific.
we can move forward and do things for the sake of heroics.
So
You
when
were-
you said make haste, Wanderer started walking towards the door, and then when she heard Quinn say, "Is there money involved?" she turns around and pushes him from his butt,
Oh,
like, ushers him out.
all right, fine. I guess we're going.
Probably should gather our gear first, but yes, we can do this.
Oh yeah, right. Can you get this big fucking wolf here pushing me out the door? It's
While they're getting their stuff, I'm going to scratch Lyra on the neck, and she's going to go up to the counter and put her paws up on the counter.
Yes, she is.
And she's going to wait for them to give her some fish or something.
And actually, it's like too sweet. As soon as she comes up, Susha is actually at the bar along, and I can't remember. Man, I did missing a lot of my NPCs, but doesn't matter. So Susha is the owner. She's a gypsy lady. She's got curly black flowing hair, a gypsy dress, and loose fitting blouse on. And as soon as you come, Liar comes up. She goes, "Oh, Liar!" And then she goes running back into the back, and then comes out, not with like a platter, and she's got a bucket, and she holds out one fish for Liar.
She'll take it.
Okay, and then Susha will come from behind from the counter and actually come right up to Ravast. He says, "Lord Ravast, so good of you to grace my establishment. I take it you've come down for the celebrations." Oh, and she sets the bucket down and says, "For Liar."
Liar has been walking up behind her the entire time, like and she's been ignoring her with the bucket. So it's good that she set it down right when she did.
Yeah.
No, I've not come for the celebration. I've come for the remainders. And I look at the group.
The heroes of Saltmarsh is what he means.
Oh, well, they left.
The adventuring company extraordinaire is available, though.
I mean, they did help, especially Wanderer, an awfully smart dog.
Then I've come for the heroes adjacent. And
the B team, as it were.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else I could get for you? Since are you leaving right now?
I would prefer to, but
let me get you something for the road.
Yeah.
So she goes back into the. She leaves the bucket of fish there for you. She goes back into the kitchen, collects essentially, travel rations, but not hardtack, things along these lines, and brings out, tied in like a cheesecloth, a nice little bundle, and comes and gives it to you along with a water skin. But it's just here, some food and some wine for the road. Do come again soon, Ravast.
I turn to Xeon and say, "Has she ever been this nice to you? Because she's never given me a thing for free."
And she turns and she looks at Quinn. She goes, "Well, you kick and punch people in the groin, so no, I will not give you anything for free."
It's all part of me charm.
Is that what they call it from where you're at? Okay, anyway.
I think about punching her. Well, I don't.
Anyway, Ravast, it is always good to see you. Tell your kin hello for me, and they're always welcome here.
Too kind.
And then she'll go back because I forget whatever the real big tall dude that helps her with the bar when that is slammed, and so she goes back to doing her job. Okay. So you guys, I take it, go ahead, get your supplies together, get everything you need to head out onto the road, and then meet
Purely
back
for
up.
flavor, Rolf does collect the fish that Cyprian had cast the magic mouth on.
Okay.
And tucks it away into it. It's more of a skeleton these days.
Yeah. You guys could have had it dried if you wanted to. I mean, being out in the sun, it kind of dried out.
Yeah, probably dried out in the sun, yeah. He tucks that away into his pouch.
Gotcha. All right, cool. That could come in handy for later, for sure. All right, so if you guys don't have anything else that you want to do, you're just gonna go ahead and head out. We'll say that it's basically early afternoon, so there's still plenty of daylight.
Sure, I've got nothing else to do. It's early afternoon. I've been drinking all morning, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you guys head out and you get back onto the road. There's an actual road that runs from the north down into Saltmarsh that goes through the Dreadwood. So you just get back on the road and start traveling on your ways. Excellent.
As soon as we leave the city, Ravast seems way more comfortable.
It's a nice kitty you got there.
I don't have her, and
oh, no, I get it. Yeah, I've got a wolf friend. I'm more of a dog man myself.
That's right. He's talking about you, Wanderer.
She's gonna wander over to somebody else.
Well, you've got a
she's
choice.
she's so preoccupied with sniffing everything because she hasn't been on this road in a while. So she's like, got to make sure everything smells right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can take the wolf out of the forest, but you can't take the forest out of the wolf.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you guys just head out onto the road, and you're heading up north. You're just making your way. There is actually quite a bit of traffic on the road, and
how long of a ride is this, or walk is this?
It's going to take you roughly 2 days to get there.
Jeez, we should have gotten like a cart or something, a wagon.
Well, I didn't mention that, so if you guys wish, you can. They will actually supply you with a cart for free. Seeing as how you're the Heroes of Saltmarsh adjacent, they figure, now if you guys were the real Heroes of Saltmarsh, you would have got horses. But
do we get anything, like a donkey, something to pull this thing?
Yeah, there's a burro. You get a burro to draw the wagon.
All right.
If you wish.
Yeah.
I will walk along with the burro at the front of the wagon, and
Would I consider that to be wise?
Yeah, and here's the thing. This is one of the the road itself is busy. Okay, there's been a lot of the news of the war with the Salwagan that just had happened has traveled, and there was a military buildup down here, and there's talk of them going to do more, like going in, trying to put troops in different places, possibly some more military engagements being planned out, sort of thing. And because of this, the traffic is picked up with more merchants wanting to come down south to sell their goods to the soldiers and whatnot that are building up down there. And as a matter of fact, after you guys are traveling for about a roughly 45 minutes out of the town, there is a caravan coming the opposite way, going towards Saltmarsh, and you guys are going to pass them. And Ravast and Wanderer, you both recognize that these guys, there's like a complement of like ranger types with them. These are hunter type of ranger kind of guys, for lack of a better word, guys that live and make their living in the Dreadwood. A lot of them make their living escorting these caravans up and down the road from Grey Hill and from further north in Keelland. So, you guys see these guys coming. And matter of fact, you recognize the guy who's he's not walking, he's riding in the front wagon. It's a guy named Dervin. And essentially these guys are like mercenaries, but they're ones that have wilderness lore and craft and know their way about the forest and stuff. And these are the type of guys that protect them from the humanoids or whatever as they make their way down south. So as they're making their way, Dervin gives a wave to you guys and jumps off the wagon and comes walking over to you as the rest of the wagon and its wagons and the rest of the caravan go by, and he comes walking. I'm going, hello there.
So
hey.
is he like a friend, or like do we
know him?
Is he like a good dude?
He's a good mercenary. Okay, so take that for what it is. His guy and his group of guys work out of Grey Hill, which is a town inside the Dreadwood, which is basically that's the county seat for there. And so he basically, that's what he does. He makes his living killing humanoids in the Dreadwood and protecting caravans and what have you. So he knows of Wanderer and Wanderer's reputation more than anything else. But Ravast, you know him simply because, he's had a run-in or two, not in a bad way, but like say like his guys were hunting down some humanoids or something that were messing with a caravan, and they happened to bump into a group of elves that were patrolling or whatever. So you've met him a number of times, okay? Especially being an emissary, because you go to Grey Hill a lot, okay? So he comes over. Hey, how you doing, Ravast? What are you doing all the way down here?
Business.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah. That's Wanderer, right? That's the smart pup? The
At
wolf?
the mention of her name, she like
wolf?
does the head thing.
I'm
Glad someone got that.
I got it.
I'll take that as a yes. Oh, excellent. Well, hey man, just so you know, do you know about what's been going on recently? You've heard the stories, right? I don't know how long you've been down here.
And now her head goes the other way.
The stories of compromised rangers making poor choices.
Yeah, those guys. I guess. Gosh, I didn't think we were talking about that out loud, but no. What I was referring to was the wandering darkness. That hasn't happened around your guys' the elves? No, maybe. That's okay.
The
So
wandering
anyway,
darkness. Please
What-
elaborate.
what's happening is that okay. Well, you know how like some areas of the Dreadwood are dark, just unnaturally dark and well corrupted. You know, it's almost as if like that, but moving.
How beastly.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like
Now I
not too
understand
long.
why they call it the moving darkness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wandering darkness.
Whatever it's fucking called. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, there was the boys and I. We were. This was a couple of days back. We were helping a caravan get ready to. They were doing the last legs out of up north into the safe part of the Dreadwood, and we were stopped. You know, afternoon break, everybody feeding and watering the animals and things along these lines, and the woods just got dark, almost as if like it was overcast, but you know, it was a clear sky, and then it's as if all the foliage around it started to like shrivel up and look, well, you know, like winter was coming. You know what I mean? When you know, but then it lasted for like 5 minutes, and it moved, man. I mean, literally, the forest, the deadness or whatever you want to call it, just kind of kept moving, and then as it moved, the greenness and the light and everything came back. It was the strangest damn thing I've ever seen. So, just wanted to let you know in case you hadn't heard. Actually, was kind of hoping maybe, you know, you elves are kind of into all this stuff as far as knowing what's going on in the forest more than we
Into
are.
this stuff. Yes.
Yeah, you have a better connection to the wild, you know. So,
Right.
but I was
If
kind
I
of
could make a suggestion,
yeah.
might be best for you to just stay clear of the area altogether.
Well, it moved. That's the thing.
Right, that's what they call it, the moving darkness.
Yeah, it's like
Right. So,
you know.
a wide berth, as it were. Maybe all of the Dreadwood for now.
Oh, you're not joking, are you? No. All right. Well, hey, Ravas, it was good seeing you again, man. All right, we gotta go. And he goes and he turns around. He starts running back. He runs and he catches up to that first wagon where he was sitting on the front bucket seat there, and he climbs back up in and next to the driver.
Is there a chance that he was well into his cups?
Actually, no. He seemed totally sober. Or are we talking about Quinn?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the cart. I've got a pint I brought with me, one for the road.
No, he seemed
Trying to steer this burro.
Yeah, he seemed completely straight.
I keep going off road. And turn it back.
Don't
because you got
thinking, like, what is why?
You need two hands. And now is Xeon, is he in the cart with him too, or is Xeon walking?
Xeon's sleeping in the back.
That's why I'm driving.
That's why Roth is actually leading the horse. You think you're driving, but
It's a
Like
donkey.
Wander-
That's what happens. Is like he's like
donkey.
he pulls on it, and like the donkey, the burro, and the cart starts going one way, and then Rolf has to correct it and bring it back onto the.
So demeaning.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, yeah, and you, Ravas knows these guys well enough that while they're, they're not the brightest of guys, but they're very professional. Dervin is a professional dude. He this is his bread and butter, so he doesn't really put up with that. And he wouldn't put up with his guys drinking while they were on the job.
Yeah.
What? How rude. Was that a crack?
It's a crack if you take it that way.
Just stay good in a fight and we'll be fine.
Fair enough. Now, what is this about Rangers being poor decision makers?
Yes, that was an interesting little tidbit.
Yes. Well, poor decisions come in many forms. Drinking on the job.
I mean, that's... One might argue could help.
That one might be wrong.
Trust me, it helps him. You don't want to know sober. I saw sober one morning. It looked good.
Well, yes, there have been some changes, and to sum it up, they've become much of what I suspect you might be, a liability.
I have to say, you're not very good at meeting new people and ingratiating yourself with the group. Now, see, I still like it because you tell it like it is, but not everybody is like me, of course, so you may want to just be careful how you say things.
No, that's why Liar's with me.
Well, that's fair. You do got a big fucking panther with you. Hard to argue with that logic.
Yeah, you pretty much don't really have to really watch your mouth when you got that kind of backup.
Fair enough.
Right. Well, then please take you and your ass and continue to move forward.
This ass is really hard to fucking navigate.
Why don't you just sit up there and I'll handle the navigation for you?
You know what, Ralph, you're a stand-up guy.
Excellent. Okay, so the rest of the travel, that day starts to get dark. You've made it from Saltmarsh is relatively close to the southern reaches of the Dreadwood. Okay, so you've made it to those outskirts. Now, the sun is fading fast. Okay. So if you guys want to make camp, what are you planning? Oh, see, it's automatically night.
Wow. Just happened there.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by ninjas. What do you?
Yeah. Rover ninja.
Now I'm in my element. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
you sure? I'm ready to make camp.
Okay, so you guys are going to go ahead and make camp.
And before you know
Sion
it,
can
Rolf
keep
has
watch
this,
because he's been sleeping for hours. He's really well rested at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, before you know it, Rolf has this spread laid out. It's like he's somewhere come up with this formal dining ware almost for you to eat off of, and it's all made over a campfire. But you're just it's like you're being served at the estate.
Nice. Now, are you going to make camp before heading deeper into the woods, just on the outskirts? Is that the plan?
I would think probably, but I'm a city halfling, so
Well,
I don't.
Ravast would actually kind of be in charge of you guys. You're his. What would they call that? You're his. Until
Boards?
he delivers,
Chaperone.
No, exactly. He's essentially would be your chaperone until he delivers you to Fendril. Because that was the agreement for it. So
how much traffic is coming in and out of the Dreadwood?
As it got later, you haven't seen any traffic. Essentially, they time it so that when they're leaving, because there's like some way stations along the way, you're only traveling in the Dreadwood, especially the southern part, during the day. So
Okay.
the traffic slowed down as it was getting close to night because no more of the caravans were coming.
So if I traveled here by foot, I probably rested somewhere around here. So wherever that area was, that's where I direct them to.
Okay, so it's a nice we'll say it's a nice copse of trees before it really starts getting into the thicker part of the forest. So it's got a nice the area is clear all around it, so you can definitely see anybody that's coming towards this copse of trees. I would say it's a good 50 yards before even it starts to start up with the southern edge of the forest. Has a nice inside. There's a little cleared out place. Maybe this is a place where a lot of people might stop from time to time. Is there like the logs and an old campfire and things along these, even before you were there, sort of thing.
Okay.
So, all right. So you guys go ahead and untether the burro, tie it up to a tree, get ready, and get bedded down for the night. Who's going to do watch?
How long are
nominated
we?
Xeon.
Question: Are we?
How long are we sleeping for?
Do we still have the elves get less hours of sleep?
Yeah, I think we get.
Yeah.
We need 6 in this game, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking up right now.
They enter a trance like we don't sleep. We enter trance like contemplation for 6 hours.
Yeah, and
All right.
we
So we can
remain
just sit
semi-alert
around
for
in our
danger.
trances, and that should be good enough.
We remain semi-alert, but suffer a -3 penalty on
Right.
site-based perception tests.
But if there's 3 of us,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
like
we'd be
I don't.
Okay.
I've been sleeping all day in the cart, so I'll take watch.
Gotcha. Well, you could have timed that too. You would have probably figured that with nighttime. That's so you could even
Yeah.
gone in through your trance while in the cart, so you're fresh as a daisy
Mhm.
when it comes out. Okay.
I've never heard anyone describe Steven as fresh as a daisy.
Well, he is now. Well, we're not talking about Steven. We're talking
No,
about
I know.
Xeon. Figure. All right. So yeah. All right. So you guys all bed down, get ready. You guys gonna get a fire going or no?
Yeah.
yeah, I
think.
mean, Rolf would actually have had all that going. With
Yeah,
his
I'm
with
assuming
his,
Rolf has already got this working,
with
yeah.
his semi-formal meal that he had prepared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So everybody's kind of just chilling for
Yeah.
the night.
I'll be snuggled up right next to that burrow. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna need is some. I'm pretty sure it's perception rolls. Is the skill.
So now we've got 3 elves,
Yeah, you guys are pretty good as far as that goes.
a wolf, and a panther. I'm passed out cold because I don't care. I'm assuming that someone will notice something way before I do, even if I were awake.
Fair enough. So basically, how we do this here in Low Fantasy Gaming is you're going to do a perception check. It's a stat. You're going to want to roll under, okay, as best as you can. So a 1 in this case would be the best you could do. Okay.
all right. So how do we do this?
It
So is it a straight
Just
perception
roll the little,
check as
Straight-
opposed
straight-
to detection?
well, detection would be if you were actively looking. This is
Got
kind
it.
of
All right.
yeah. So this is just you noticing things. So it would be strict perception.
There's a little roll
Success. It should be right. Yep, there you go, guys. Success. Ooh, good success for Ravast. You got
It says
3.
great, actually.
button.
That's a great success.
better than
Yes,
good.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, so And here, let me go ahead.
Like, I don't
and...
think Ravas does anything just good. He's
No.
great and above, right?
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Otherwise, he like just hits himself with something on the
Okay. Let's give you a little bit of mood there. Okay, so basically, while we have the sound effects going on now, all those, the crickets, the night music, it starts to die down very noticeably. And Ravast, you pick up on it instantly. And it reminds you a lot of how the forest, the animal noises and different things that you would hear would kind of go quiet when they know there's a predator around. You know how like it starts to go quiet. It starts to get quiet. And as it starts to get quiet, the wind starts to pick up. It's not really intense at first. It's kind of like almost like just a gentle breeze where there was none. This is summertime down here, and this is more of a Georgia, sort of type of climate. It's hot, humid, and you're not really going to get any kind of breeze or anything like that unless storms are going to be coming in, something along these lines. But the sky is clear. The wind starts picking up in small increments. And the noise of the night dies down completely.
So is this the type of thing that would wake up a wolf with wilderness lore and sixth sense for hidden danger?
Yes, probably. Now, Sixth Sense would give you like an advantage on that, wouldn't it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll say Liar to me, and Liar will like go behind me, and she will try to stealth.
I just nuzzle closer up to that ass, and I'm still asleep.
Okay. The burrow actually starts fidgeting, getting very uncomfortable, and wakes you up
Then I'll roll away.
because of it.
I recommend,
Roll away.
good sir, to rouse yourself.
What the fuck's going on?
Silence.
That is a good question.
This damn
Quiet.
donkey can't get comfortable here in the woods. We really should have brought some straw for him.
Wanderer is going to nudge Quinn to tell him to shut up.
Oh, fuck, okay.
The wind starts picking up more, and it's starting to get to the level of wind that whistles in your ears. The trees and the limbs start to bend a little bit as this wind doesn't go in just one direction and then stay blowing. It moves back and forth. So the trees and the leaves start shifting and shaking and going in different ways. And a number of shadows start popping up out of the ground.
Now I take out my swords.
None of them are close to you, but in your general vicinity. The fire, which was going, is almost blown out completely. It's still got the red embers and little flickers going here and there, and then it'll switch, the wind will switch direction, it'll flare up for just a second and go the other way. And it seems like this pale light that's being emanated from this dying fire on the outskirts of that illumination. It's almost as if a shadow comes rising out of the ground, and then it melts away, like almost as if it was smoke blown by the wind.
The fire does, or the shadow
No,
does?
the shadow does. And you
When it
see
touches the fire?
No, just in general. They're just popping up. It's almost like a mound, or you know how like a ghost, if somebody were to just put a sheet completely over them, you see no features. It's almost as if those types of forms are popping up out of the ground. the first couple ones that pop up and then blow away, they don't do anything. You don't hear any sounds. But then one rises a little bit slower out of the ground. It's bigger. It's darker. As it rises, two pinpoints of light, like eyes, start to glow in intensity. Red eyes. And you all get this like gut wrenching feeling in your stomachs. Now, here's something about low fantasy gaming. Anyone can, if they so wish, detect magic. You can do so with a intelligence or sensing magic. Here it is. An intelligence or a perception check. It will be at disadvantage unless you have the arcane lore skill. If you have the arcane lore skill, then you can get some kind of details out of it. If you don't, basically all it is that you can detect magic or the presence of magic in the area.
I'm going to assume this is somehow magical.
You're probably right.
Without
But
Googling that.
Yeah, I would think that
anybody
Rose
have that?
with his
I don't. I've got general
he
lore.
doesn't
but
have general lore. He doesn't have the arcane thing, but he definitely would be wondering if it was magical. That would just be a straight up intelligence then, or
intelligence or perception, your choice, and it's at disadvantage unless you have the arcane skill.
okay. Well, we go ahead and do so a 10. It looks like. Would
There
be
you
the
go.
worst, or an 11
Actually,
maybe is the worst.
11 is the worst, but it is still a success. And yes, you can tell that there is magic permeating here now, currently. But it seems to be
Something
all around
magical
you.
appears to be here.
It doesn't seem to be emanating from the ground, this bush, or anything like that. It seems to be emanating all around. It's like a big old fuzzy like feeling. It's like, you know how like you can get static electricity will raise your hair on you or something. It's sort of like that feeling all around. And this big one that raised up out of the dirt and looked at is just basically looking at you guys.
Say, Ravast, is any idea what this is?
Uh,
Not really.
I
I'll
do.
take that as a
do
no.
I do have arcane, but I didn't want to use it.
Now, using it to make a roll to garner some information, you won't get a dark magic check or anything for doing that.
Oh.
So yeah,
And-
so this
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I stealth at the same time that I do that?
you totally can. That's another thing. Stealthiness does not impede your movement rate. So like if you're stealth, you still move at your regular movement rate. It
As
doesn't
a
have it.
halfling, I have advantage on stealth checks, but I don't want to stealth. I'm just going to stand there with my swords out, facing
Gotcha.
this thing.
Yeah.
And so you would not be at disadvantage to roll this. Now, also, this would be a great time for me to tell you guys about the reroll pool. Okay, what a reroll pool is that you have one reroll point per level. So everybody's 5th level. You all have 5. What that allows you to do is you can reroll luck saves, checks, death saves. You can ability checks or skill checks if you burn one of those points off. Now you get those back when you do a long rest though. Okay, so it's not like something that's going to come back right away. So it's definitely something you might not want to burn them off if you don't have to.
Right.
But it is an option that is there. So
Okay.
yes. Okay. So what this says is that you're trying to discern what type of magic this is, what's going on. Now, like I said, there's parts of the Dreadwood that are dark and dank and evil magic taints the area, right? And you automatically you're thinking, well, granted, it's usually deeper in the woods, but is this some kind of way connected to that? And as you're doing the this trying to investigate and discern this, you kind of like for a moment lock eyes with that dark, shadowy figure that's just there.
Wait, is this all of us? Or just...
No, just Ravast.
Okay.
And when you lock eyes for that split second, there's like the slightest connection of something very dark and ancient and vile. Something that turns the pit of your stomach for the briefest of seconds, and then it blows away in the wind too. That dark one that had the eyes, and the wind dies down. And eventually, within a couple of heartbeats, it's gone back to normal. The noise of the night slowly starts to come back. The crickets, frogs, much like the sound effect you're hearing, it all comes back. And
So you're
it's
saying
right
I
back.
could have continued to sleep, is what we're. So we don't know what that thing was, huh?
No.
Yeah, Addison. Wanderer's gonna look over to Ravast and see what he feels, because as far as I'm aware, Wanderer's never encountered anything like that before.
But was anybody else around Ravast when Dervin went over and talked with him?
Yes.
Okay, Rolf was over there too.
Yeah,
It sounds a lot like what Dervin was explaining to you guys about this wandering darkness. So, yeah.
I suspect that whatever it was, it's related to why someone's presence was requested. And you're going.
And here we are, ready to fight the evil. Yeah, I get you.
Right.
Does Wanderer...
Ravas doesn't know what to say. He just kind of...
Yeah, and Ravast has never encountered something like this before. Like I said, you know of sections of the Dreadwood that have similar things like this, where the animals don't go and there's a taint. You've never experienced the wind like that coming up out of nowhere for no reason. You definitely have never seen these type of inky black, like spectral type things, ghosts maybe even. So, yes.
I'm snoring again.
Yeah, does Wanderer detect anything out of the ordinary anymore?
You can go ahead and give me a perception check. And you should have you got something that you get at advantage.
I do.
I think that's tracking though, correct?
Advantage on checks for ambush and surprise.
Okay, so definitely you could just
straight up perception.
Perception with advantage.
Okay.
Which you'll probably just have to roll it twice.
They just roll twice. Did that work?
It did work.
You failed.
I mean,
yeah,
you failed twice, but
you failed both of them. But
so, I mean, depends on your definition of work, I suppose.
It worked, just not well.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, you're out in the woods.
Yeah.
We're on the outskirts of it.
She's just gonna sniff the air a little bit and then curl up back in a ball and go to sleep again.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we will pick back up. And this is where a really cool video I worked really hard on should be, but
you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see it.
Oh.
Because I didn't do it. It's going to
be a black screen that says, "We'll be right back." Is this the best you're going to get here right now?
Now, next week, we'll see what
we'll be more prepared.
Yes. Well, I already took the hit. I took the blame.
I'm glad you actually did something, because I forgot all about it until
dude, it was so
8
good.
o'clock when you texted me earlier.
Yeah, I should have loaded it up to the OneDrive. That was totally my mistake.
That's
I wasn't
okay.
thinking.
Anyway, folks, we'll be right back.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And, those who don't conform to either, for waiting around for us for a few minutes here while we got our beverages and our snackages and all that nonsense.
Aww.
I did it the right way, though.
There's no difference between snackages and beverages and beverages and snackages.
Yes, because
You just say
snackages isn't a
beverages
word.
first.
Right. Beverages is a real word, and then you rhyme snackage with the beverage. Because snackage isn't a word.
Like a popsicle. That's like a snack and a beverage at the same
Ooh.
time.
Really? There you go.
I like that.
Now we know what a snackage is. Thank
Or,
you,
There we
Wes.
go.
or a go-gurt.
Everybody's favorite Go-Gurts. Mm.
Do they still make Go-Gurt?
Go-Gurt,
Oh,
if you'd
yeah.
like to
yeah,
be a
I've got some in
sponsor,
my fridge right now.
and
Do you
you're
really?
still
That's-
around as
No.
a company,
Classic.
we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
I used to, when my son was small, I used to eat them with him all the time, though.
You mean
So.
eat his.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's exactly what
Oh
it
man,
was.
we're all out.
Take
Too
it
slow,
from him,
jump.
eat him right in front of him.
Yeah,
I know. What do you think?
it's only when he's
Stop
he's
me
been
if
bad.
you can.
Yeah, it worked great
And you
until
wonder why he hates you now.
Yeah.
Actually, there's no wondering. I kind of know.
The scars.
Yes. Okay, so the rest of the evening passes with no big deal. Okay, you guys wake up, get your burro hooked up to the to the cart, so and then start on your way.
We need to name this donkey.
That's up to you.
He's a burro, so let's name him Donkey.
Donkey Burrow.
See, now that makes me think of Shrek.
Donkey
Yeah,
Kong.
that's where I
We'll
was
name him
going.
Kong.
Let's name him Sheikah. Sheikah.
Yeah, we'll name him after.
Khan.
We'll name him after my mentor.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a fitting tribute to the hero of
We have to name him Shere Khan.
Shere Khan. The donkey's name is Shere Khan.
Shere Khan. Rawr. All right. So the next day, morning comes. Everybody is up and at 'em. Fortunately, because we got a bunch of elves and late sleeping dogs and what have you. Everybody's kind of well rested. What about Quinn? Quinn, he had an interruption.
It
in
would
his-
really had messed him up. He's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
needs a full 8
Yeah.
at least.
Not full 8, not in a wagon, is what you're telling me.
Oh no, the wagon's fine too.
Okay.
He's-
All right. Fair enough.
He can
All right.
rest just about anywhere.
All right.
But he doesn't like to be woken up in the middle of the night for no reason, which is what he felt this was.
Yeah, because that spookiness was no reason.
Nothing happened.
Something happened, but nothing happened to us that we're
Right.
aware of.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we can start the pool now, chat.
Yeah.
Which will be the first character to die. So, it's the next day.
Give them a challenge. Ask them what the second character is going to
Yeah,
be to
it's
die.
pretty obvious I'm gonna die, but who who will be next?
Yeah, there you go. And you start traveling on the. No, you're pretty safe for right now, Wes. You're intricate to the story. Once you stop, once that, once you get
plot armor.
once you get the Fendrils though, all bets are off.
I think it was left at the tree. Or...
Right? The rest of the adventure is just you guys lost in the forest. Okay, so yeah, and you got a little bit of path through the forest there. Now, the Dreadwood is thick, so this image is quite representative of that. Okay, and
Lord Four thinks my second character will be the second to die. Which is fair.
yeah, you're pretty spot on there for it. And I take it you guys are probably going to get up early in the morning, relatively. Head on out.
Yes, I will wake them up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I figured as
By
much.
which by they you mean me.
Yes, I do. I was trying to not, single anyone out.
Me and the donkey
But
are the
you,
last to the last.
specifically.
The donkey is first, then me.
Yes.
So you're heading on through the forest. Everything seems normal.
Our cart can go through this path in the forest here. Okay?
Yes. It seems a little bit narrower than it really is, but this is actually.
I think our cart. I can't imagine this is a big cart, so this looks like a
No,
reasonable amount.
no,
of space.
and essentially the road that goes through the forest is roughly wide enough for one wagon to go one way. Essentially, what ends up happening if two are passing, they'll pull over to the side, let one pass, and then the other one will get back on, so forth and so on.
I used to live on a street like that.
Did you? Well, you live in New York, so there you go. There's a lot of that there, I hear.
No.
Not really on Long Island, but
Yeah,
definitely in New York.
No, this just goes to show my ignorance of never having been there. So
You also think Cleveland is on the coast. So
it is. It is on the coast of Lake Erie.
Oh, it's not a coast.
That's not a coast.
It's a shore.
It's a shore.
It's shorefront.
I'm a little bit country.
Even that.
Okay, so you guys are traveling on, picked up. Like I said, days, sunshiny, birds are out. Looks great. No big deal. You travel on for roughly several hours before you come in contact with the first caravan. Okay. This caravan, you don't happen to recognize any of these guys. There's no Dervin on this one, but they give you guys nods, and whoever is the lead of this group of caravan guards comes over to you and goes, so you guys know, about another couple hours down the road, you're going to run into, there's a caravan that was ambushed. Obviously was ambushed sometime yesterday. Dead bodies, things been looted, but just so you know.
By who or what?
Oh no, could be bandits. There are bandits down in here, but there would have to be a sizable group of bandits. I mean, this was at least a 7-wagon caravan, so
I'll start to check through things, see what I can figure out.
Okay. Well, you're not there yet, but when you get there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can start. You can go through this caravan stuff.
Yeah, all of a sudden Rolf is opening doors.
But
wanted to make
organizing
sure
everything beautifully.
No, we weren't I don't know.
No, he's letting you know that it's down the road a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's saying basically a couple hours down the road you're going to run into it, and
right.
he'd say it's, but been a big, obviously if it was any of the orcs or bugbears or anything like that. I mean, it was substantial. So,
Did you ever fight a Sahawagan?
A what?
Yeah, and I did. Killed a few.
Well, that's great, little guy.
Shark.
So, yeah. Well, you're in the forest now, so good luck with that.
I don't feel like you're giving me the proper respect as a hero of Saltmarsh.
No, I'm not really.
God, this guy's a fucking dick. Let's continue
Wander's
on.
gonna get a puppy side.
No,
and
remember
then
our
Wander-
manners.
Then go over to Quinn and usher him back to the.
She goes and stands between Quinn and the other guy just to make sure Quinn doesn't try to run up on him.
Remember, Quinn, many you will find in this world are terribly dull. We must learn to endure them.
Yeah, well, just wanted to let you guys know. And then he goes and gets back with his caravan. Continues on.
Wander will give them a nod, like as a dog.
He'll be like, sup. Sup. Excellent. Okay, so you guys continue on for the next couple of hours. Go ahead and give me, after about an hour and a half, I need you guys to give me some perception checks.
I'm probably not paying attention.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Does it have anything to do
great
with
successes,
detecting
yeah.
anything or wilderness?
Yes, because this is out in the wilderness. I will give you if you have bonuses for that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
But I succeeded anyway. So
Gotcha.
I have advantage.
yeah, so I succeeded twice. Wait, I
Take it again.
succeeded once.
We got time.
So You can ignore. You can ignore that failure.
Gotcha.
If you
I've been
have
studying for finals all day, Adam. Ugh.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it rolls a advantage automatically.
Oh, does it?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
There's probably a toggle,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
there?
no, there's a thing. I just didn't hit it.
Anyway, Xeon got great success.
Great success.
Ugh.
I'm gonna always think that. I can't help it. Sorry, Steve.
What's it from?
What is that from?
Borat.
Borat.
Oh, you did tell
Oh.
us that. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did tell us that.
Great success. Okay, so basically, before you get to this next area, there's a general unease.
Which I
Again-
don't feel.
No, you don't. And again, you've noticed that the animals have quieted down.
This whole place seems quiet to me. I'm used to the city.
There you go. Now, did Lear and Wanderer, what did you guys get? Liar, sorry.
A success.
Oh, I didn't roll for liar, but Ravas got a success, but
Okay.
I can roll for a liar too.
And Xeon
I
got
got-
great success.
I got exactly a 13, which is the target. So
Gotcha.
And liar got a success as well.
Okay. So, you notice, Xeon, on the side of the road, footprints. And it's like just a couple of them in a spot that obviously where they had turned up some dirt. And they're boot tracks, but then there was some boot tracks in like bare footprint. Like somebody just, and it is a human's foot as far as you can tell. And it appears going into the woods.
So I let the group know, and since I am skilled in gathering information, would there be anything else I could detect or see?
Well, with your great success from that, you can tell that there's something odd about the footprint. Not so much the one with the boot marks, but you're looking at whoever's foot made this impression had kind of a fucked up foot, kind of slightly misshapen or misformed. The toes aren't exactly, maybe they had gotten it smashed or something at one time, but the toes, some of them are longer than the others, some of them are bigger than they should be. Like one of the smaller toes is as big as the big toe.
Okay.
Kind of really odd in its shapes.
Ravost, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Can I do a wilderness? Or,
Yes, 100%.
can I also do that?
Sure can.
If there were a horn on this donkey, I'd be honking it. But there's not, so I'm just sitting
Look
there.
at these great successes. Excellent.
Look
Okay,
at
so
us.
what you guys are discerning from these roles is like, especially Ravast and Wander, you guys have experience with tracking in the woods. Okay. Xeon, you notice like, well, that's a fucked up human foot. You know what I'm saying? But Ravast and Wander, you're able to discern that that's not like a goblin's foot. It's definitely not a bugbear's foot. It's not like an orc's foot. You've never run across a track like that before. Completely awkward, completely different.
Where does it go?
They go off into basically the way it looks is because you're on the road and these are tracks. It looks like somebody that was close to the road and then heading back into the thickness of the forest.
So the direction that we're going in.
No, to the sides. But with you guys, after you discern this, after you pick up these tracks, not seeing any There's no people or anybody that you're seeing in the woods, what have you. Now, go ahead.
I've never seen anything like this before, but whatever it is, it's going in this direction, and I point out what direction it's going in.
Yes.
Do we
And
want
like
to
I
check
said-
it out?
I'm sorry, did you say you want to, or
Do we want to?
Is this the nature of our purpose of our quest? I'm asking Ravast.
I know? Maybe not yet. My job is to get you to
Endril.
to the
Endril.
to the enclave.
I didn't remember it.
Yeah,
I was never going to get it.
I wrote it down. I was just going to my notes.
Good man.
Very well, then we should not waste time. We should
Well, if
move
we
along.
could finish the quest before we even get it, I mean, just think about how much more that would be worth. I mean, we're taking a gamble, I understand, but
I'll leave the
can
decision up to Ravast,
I
in
can
my opinion.
barely count how much you'd be able to earn.
this is getting exciting now.
Hey, can I sniff it?
Sure.
Do I like? Shut up, Steven. Like,
The camera zooms in. Memories flood Wanda.
can I like? I just want to know if she recognizes the scent of whatever creature this may be.
Now we're going to go off of your great success roll. Okay. And it's a human track.
Okay.
Now, this is what I love about Wanderer being a smart dog that can't talk, though. She starts like writing on the dirt. With her paw.
Question.
Uh-huh.
So I have something called Animal Ken. The ranger and his beast companion may briefly exchange detailed information, including matters which might not normally be imparted by an animal. The GM might require a perception check for especially complex information. So I can use that with my animal companion, one of my ranger things.
Right.
Am I able to use that with Wanderer?
Yes. If
Wanderer
you
is a
get,
companion to all of us.
if
Yeah, I was going to
Because-
ask if I need to do telepathy.
because and no, unfortunately, it's way more fun to have you not be able to do that.
Yeah.
If you get because Wanderer is not your companion, you just need a great success.
What? That's
No, if you get a great success, you can do that. You can part. But I will allow you guys, if you want, to start working on this so
But
that you
do-
can.
Do I have
communicate.
to burn one of my ranger things first, or can I like roll the perception check first?
Just roll the perception check. Is that required? Does it burn up one of your ticks, one of your slots?
Yeah, it's one of my my ranger craft things.
Sure.
Animal-
Okay.
animal.
Yes, I'll totally allow you to roll it first before you. I'll let you cheat on that regards because we're trying to establish something here. So yeah. Great
Great
success.
Dope.
So
Dope.
yes, and with that, you have the ability to do that with Wanderer now
Okay,
as well.
cool.
Even though
Forever
she's-
and ever.
Yes, forever and ever. Even
Yeah.
though she is not, Wanderer is not your companion, but you can do that now.
The
So,
link to the world. She had no voice, and
Fire gets a little jealous now.
yeah, I'm gonna say
I do have to
No.
say though, Ravash, you just bumped yourself up to first to die category just a little bit.
yeah. So I'm gonna say let's stay on the critical path. Let's, if you want an adventure, keep your eyes open. I'm saying to Quinn. And
Oh, shit. What? I'm sorry, what?
I'm sure it will find you eventually if you just be yourself.
All right, well, if we want to continue just going down the forest and not inspecting strange happenings, then carry on.
Yes.
So are you going to burn one of those and have the conversation with Wanderer then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so she tells you then, basically, these are human tracks. Even the misfigured one that we can't discern, that's actually human. That she could smell the fact that it was human. Yes, sniff, sniff. Hey, okay. What's happening?
I'm going to change my mind. Because I think Ravas would be curious, actually. Because he lives here, right?
Which one? What?
You live a bit north from here, yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is his home. So
Yes.
I feel like he would actually be curious enough to be like, I don't care about these people anyway.
Might as well send them into harm's way.
Might as well, yeah.
I'm cool with that.
On second thought, Quinn.
I'm already out of the cart and running down the direction he pointed earlier.
Quinn, we've discussed the formation party staying together thing on multiple occasions,
Right, yeah, I go
Easier
first.
than I thought.
but the rest of us go with you, so stay here and learn the plan.
I have short legs. If you guys can't catch up to me, then there's a problem.
Now, here's the real important question. How stealthy is everybody going to be doing this? I realize the rest of the party is chock full of stealth.
I'm very
Yeah.
stealthy. I'm just not going to use it right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Yeah, I have stealth.
Yeah.
stealthing the whole way.
And Quinn's got stealth too, but he's
I have
not going to use
advantage
it.
on stealth. I'm just not going to use it.
Does anybody yell at him?
I mean, I don't yell at him when I see he's taking the take off. We've ventured together long enough now that I would, know his tell.
Gotcha. So it's more of a yes. He's trying to flush out the danger.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is that the tracks. I need a tracking. Wander, you got advantage on this. Okay, because you guys are gonna, and you've got the scent. So this is really gonna help you out.
What do you do for tracking?
Well, it's a skill.
Oh, I don't have it.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to stop and wait.
Yeah.
Because
so basically,
I'm
Quinn
immediately...
goes running into the forest.
I
He
know,
gets
I-
about 15 feet, and then he stops and goes, "Where the fuck am I going?"
I immediately realized I have no idea where I'm going.
Okay. So Wander, go ahead and give me that tracking roll.
Yeah, I just lost it. Give me a second.
Sure. Which
Uh,
would be a perception roll at
Yeah.
advantage.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Ravast and Liar
I'm
are
just gonna roll perception twice.
super stealth.
Gotcha. Great success. There it is.
Sweet.
You've got the scent. And so basically these tracks go into the woods and they go in about basically 10, 15 paces, just enough so that the foliage is thick enough that it can screen them well from the road. Then it takes a sharp turn and it's following the road. Okay. So what I need stealth rolls from you guys, except for yours
I
is
guess
an
at this
automatic.
point, I'm going to
right?
stealth because it seems silly not to.
Okay.
Where is
seems
where is
like-
stealth? I'm missing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's
It's a
a
skill.
skill. You would have it though. I'm assuming you would have probably picked it as some of your skills.
Oh, I didn't put my skills on. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be there.
Okay, so basically, it is affected by which one?
Oh wait,
Dexterity.
I have tracking.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
You're tracking fine. This is the being quiet while you do a part of it.
No, I know, but I rolled perception rather than rolling tracking.
Well, it's wilderness lore is the tracking one.
Is it wilderness lore?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
have it.
I have both.
Okay. Well, you made it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So you're good. So, okay. So it's looking like we've got, wow, successes
All
across the
successes,
board.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You guys are. I take it you're leaving the cart behind.
Oh yeah, I just ran scurried out of that cart. Yeah.
Okay, so the cart's over to the side of the road. We'll say.
I don't know what happened to it once I left it.
I don't give a fuck about that cart.
Shere Khan is with that cart.
You guys are making your way up through the woods, stealthing as all get out. Okay. And as you're going along, you start to smell the residual smoke and burning, odor of things that have been burned.
Like me or everyone?
Well, especially you, but everybody definitely smells the remainder of burnt things. And what you come across, actually, is, and I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to give you the first. Pull that over onto that. There we go. So what we got is I want everybody to drop your tokens. Granted, there's no forest there, but there is down here at the bottom. Yeah, there you go. Just take your stuff down there. And I'm going to show you guys what you're seeing. Because, well, I guess there's going to be a roll for that, so I can't say for sure. Right. Okay, so we'll just move you guys over here. This is the side in which you're coming up. I'm going to put Wander. Whoops. Now let's put Wander in the lead. And I'm going to get. Is Liar going to be heading out ahead of everybody else, or?
Yeah, she stealths too. Like, she doesn't leave tracks or anything.
Right. Okay. Now is she going to be basically, because Wanderer's got the scent. Okay. You guys see, here's those wagons that that caravan guard had mentioned to you guys about. Mm-hmm. There is a dead body you can see up here in the road. Now I need you guys to make perception checks, and Wanderer, yes, you're going to get advantage on this. Excellent. Okay. Those, especially
Everyone
those who
succeeded.
Yeah, everybody, except for Roth, but that doesn't matter. Everybody else has succeeded enough to the point where you're able to point it out to everybody else. And up here in the foliage, and here I'm gonna get this a little bit bigger so that everybody can see what we're looking at here. See that?
A handsome fella.
Yes. It is, as you guys see it and you pointed out, Ravast and Wanderer for sure, and anybody else who maybe have had, well, that has had contact with other types of humanoids and what have you. These aren't humanoids. These are humans that are disfigured and mutated. Okay. And they're up here, like waiting for. It's basically an ambush. Now, those are the ones that you see, but you guys got great successes. So I'm just going to say you can also see over here that we got some. Okay. And they're waiting. With the great successes you've also seen too, because nobody knows you there, that the person that is actually laying in the road, like their hand reaches up, scratches their ass, and then like pulls the cloak back over them. You know,
there's a fucking trap.
There's arrows that are sticking out of the back of this supposed corpse in the middle of the road out there. And they're all just kind of like, here, I'm going to actually bunch them up a little bit more because they're just kind of like hanging out talking to each other.
They don't notice us.
No, they do not.
Okay.
Can we understand them or hear them?
Give me again perception rolls to see if anybody can catch a bit of what's being said, at least for these guys that are directly north of you up here.
Nope.
I'm not even going to bother because I'm not going to be able to say it to anyone.
I got a 1, a great success.
Quinn really knows what's going on. Now, there's also something about halflings that everybody should know, and what's that? They give a plus to any luck.
A plus
check.
1. Well, no, it's a plus 1 to their luck.
Yes.
So they get 1 more luck whenever I'm in sight of you.
So we
Oh,
should all
cool.
have 16 because it's
Right.
10 plus
Got it.
1 per
Right.
level, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
you got it. You got it. For just your straight luck for
For your score.
your score
Wait.
but keep in mind, I might ask for, let's say, for example, your stats can alter this stuff too. Okay, so like instead of like a luck luck check for a saving throw, I might go, okay, we're going to do a luck dexterity check. So then we would take whatever your bonus is to your dexterity, drop that onto the 10, and then that's the number you're rolling on.
Well, the drop down menu, it has all the different saves there. Would that
Oh,
do
does
that
it?
for it?
Perfect. Then
Yeah,
it'll
it
do all
does
the
luck check and then all the different saves.
Excellent. Then it'll automatically do it for us. Cool. Excellent. Good job, whoever made this. So,
Yeah, good job, Stephen, for figuring it out because the rest of us didn't.
so Quinn, you hear them talking, and while they're speaking in common, it's sort of like kind of like guttural to it as well. And you hear, I hope someone comes quick so that we can eat. Oh, I really want to eat that one redhead we got. He looks tasty. Shut up. You don't want Thurgak to hear you. If he hears you, then he maybe will be eating you. But we've been here for a while. And basically, they're bitching is what's going on.
Right. About not being able to eat people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great guys.
Why would you eat a redhead? They're too nice to look at. The red hair, I'm saying. I love red hair. I think it's so pretty.
I want to put the arrow that I took out.
Thank you,
away.
Lycanthrope82, for following Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures, Into the Dreadwood.
Wow. That was like almost radio-esque.
And I got it right because it was an easy one to pronounce.
Yeah, right? Thank you, by the way,
thank
Thank you for that freebie.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Oh, I was just waiting for you to say Ghost of Saltmarsh, but
I
got it
almost
right.
did. It's very hard for me not to. Yeah.
I was expecting to hear it, so.
Okay,
I'm going to put the arrow away, and I'm going to take a different one out from a separate part of my quiver, and I'm going to whisper into it, and then that group of 4, I'm going to fire an arrow right into the middle of them.
Nice. Now, what's going to happen with this? You'll get to go ahead and go first, Ravast.
Yeah.
Once he makes this attack, everybody else, this is a surprise round, you can all act on your own. Okay, you all get a free turn, and then we'll go into a niche after that point. Okay? So
I'm using my unique feature. It's not just an arrow. It is a...
it's like a multi-rioting frog. Oh,
I
Rotting
immediately
frog.
regret placing myself
Rioting
so far
frog.
away.
Yeah.
That's... I want to see that arrow.
Luck con save. Become incapacitated with nausea, retching for 1d4 rounds. Nice. Okay, so they can. Okay, got it. And then they would have to get out of the cloud. Okay, cool. But essentially, they won't be able to do shit. Okay, cool. Now, I'm assuming you still are going to have to make an attack roll with that, though, correct?
No.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right, so boom. And if you hit, like, right here, you can get all 4 of them with that shot. So explain how that happens when you shoot this off. What's that look like?
So the arrow that I take out is a little bit thicker than the other ones, and as I whisper into it, you just might see it glow very briefly, but not dramatically. And then I'm going to fire it, and it's just going to smoke a little bit as it lands. And
Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna do some luck check for these guys here.
Last 1d6.
Yeah, it's gonna. Here we go. Oh, that guy made it. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Okay, so one guy made it, and I take it it doesn't say. I guess he's just unaffected. I'll let you go ahead and roll the d4, and the 3 will just, and we'll say that the one furthest out is just the one that, well, yeah, it would be because I pretty much rolled in line. So, okay. So just go ahead and roll me a d4. We'll see how long these guys are going to be hacking in.
1 round,
Okay.
because I rolled a 1. But after that time, they have to spend an action to make a con save, another con check to stagger out of it.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's just go down the line here. What does Wanderer want to do? Now, I'm assuming that this would this also affect your friends as well?
That's what I was going to ask.
Anybody who goes into this.
Anybody who goes into the cloud, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So
It
basically,
lasts
How wide is the cloud?
It's 10 feet, and
10
it
feet.
lasts for 16 minutes.
Will, can you draw where that would be? Just...
Sure. I'll put it on this guy. We'll give him a
10-foot radius. So
Oh, so it's like all of them.
yeah.
Like I can't even. So
Yeah.
I might just.
It's got all of them.
Yeah. So I might just. Can I hold an action? No,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. You totally can hold an action.
Well, you
I
can
might
go like
just-
right up to the edge of the cloud and attack if you wanted, couldn't you? Like,
Or
she
any
was
of the
here.
other things around. Like
Yeah. There it is. Boom.
Yeah, that's true. I might go to another thing. But that's a lot. How many? No. Where is it? Yeah, that's too far away.
And you did see, and I guess I should have told this. You guys, this is my mistake for not telling you. They're all armed with spears, and they
I didn't
have
say that, actually.
short bows.
Oh, great.
So they do have short bows.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold my action and attack either when that cloud goes away or when one of these guys over here moves
Okay.
a little closer.
Now, keep in mind that there's a bunch of wagons, and you could try to remain stealthed and maybe move down this way
Yeah,
to move across, something along those lines.
I was thinking of that too because I have 60 feet, so
You can actually move more than that because 60 foot is how much you can move because you're a wolf. You can double move
Oh, true.
twice, give you 120, but
Oh,
then
then-
you have no action at the end of it.
oh right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll move up to. Oh come on. To there.
Okay. Are you going to try and remain stealth while you do that?
Yes.
Okay, then just give me the stealth roll.
I don't have that on my thing. So what is it? Just Dex?
It's perception.
Perception.
No,
Perception.
dexterity. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is dexterity? I was going to say.
Yeah,
I thought-
it'll be
right.
and if it's a skill you have, it's whatever the modifier is plus 1.
Yeah, I mean it's a success no matter what. So.
There
yeah.
you go. Because your target actually would be 16, so you're good. Okay, so you're still stealth. So they here, and I'm just going to make one roll. Yeah, they don't see you.
Cool.
Not a problem. Okay. What's Quinn going to do?
I'm going to use my movement to try to get under here stealthy. So go under the, the wagons, which
Right.
can't be that hard for me. And
Nope,
like through
you got
bushes
it.
and stuff. So I'm going to move my guy. I'm underneath the front here, but I'm going to roll
Okay.
my stealth.
Great success!
No one sees Quinn Hightopple coming until it's too late.
There you go. Okay.
1 minute, everything seems great. Next, you're being punched in the dick.
Here, hold on. I'm going to roll for their observation on you. They still fail. Because I got to beat you. It's opposed, so. Okay. And then. All right. So let's just finish with the characters. What's Rolf going to do?
Since everybody else seems to be, I'll just pull out an arrow and fire it, I guess.
Okay. Who are you going after?
It's this guy right here.
Got it.
And I know I have this set up somewhere. Here it is. Rolling.
Bam!
Armor class 15, damage 8.
That's you. We got ourselves a dead, deformed human.
Yay.
All right, and Xeon.
Yeah. I'm just gonna chill back here in all this brush, I guess, and take a fire of an arrow
Okay,
at the next one in line here.
cool. Ooh. Now, the only person. Now, when you're shooting, there's a chance for you to hit your own people. Okay. The way it says is like the closest friendly. I do it strictly in a facing way, though. I'm not going to say like
You
if
turn around
let's
and
say
hit Rolf.
yeah, exactly. That's not going to happen. He's not going to like, oh no! Ba-ding! So we've only got one person up there, and unfortunately, it's Rivast. So
He's really regretting bringing us along.
the chance is 33%. So since the roll is to possibly hit Rivast, I'll let you roll the percentage. So you got to roll over 33, and it doesn't even come close to you there. So I'll let you roll Rivast. Now, if he rolls under 33 on a percentage, there's another attack roll that needs to be made by Xeon to see if he actually ends up hitting his friend. Not a problem. There's just an arrow goes. It's like you start. You're like, oh, mosquitoes around here. Okay, excellent. All right, and then last but not least, we got Liar.
Okay. Liar has 50 feet. Yeah. Liar wants to move into the bushes.
Okay. Now, you still got that automatic stealth thing going on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a distance on that at all? Probably doesn't say that there is, does it?
No, for I think it was 15 minutes. For 15
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, then you're still good. You're still totally good. Okay, so you're over there. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to roll an ish. There's you guys' surprise round. Yeah. Okay, so basically how it works is that everybody goes ahead and rolls a perception check. Whoever succeeds goes before the bad guys. Whoever
We have
fails.
initiative rolls.
Does it have it on there? I don't
Yeah.
think it tracks, though. Because here, let me
Well,
open
it doesn't
up the-
track, but we still have it.
I have advantage on initiative rolls. That's one
Cool.
of the things I took.
Yeah.
Quick reflex.
Yeah, see there.
doesn't-
Yeah, there
Yeah,
it
it's
goes.
not going.
Yeah, it's not going. But it is saying whether it's a success or not a success.
Yeah, I got a 4 the first time.
Okay, so
Where is this initiative button, though?
It's to the
on
right.
statistics,
Yeah,
all the way
right
to
at-
the right of initiative.
So we want initiative, not perception.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, just go ahead and roll the initiative. But
Okay.
there, okay. So there's the success. So the only person that failed was Xeon. So Xeon.
No, my first roll was a great success. I just
Oh, it hit twice.
I was trying
Gotcha.
to see if it tracked.
Okay, cool. So everybody goes before the monsters. What would have happened
Okay.
there? Let's say, for example, if Xeon's roll had been a fail, he would have went after the monsters go. So you guys all get to go again now. We can either. This is. It's either up to you guys, or you can do your rolls. So this is going to
About who
take a
goes
little
first
bit.
between us.
Correct. It's up to you guys how you want to do that. So
So why don't we just use the rolls?
okay. So
So but the low number would go first.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
Xeon goes first, then Wanderer. This is where tracking. I'm going to have to do independent tracking because it doesn't go into the.
Yeah, we can't
the tracker.
change the turn order. Doesn't seem like.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but and I'd have to manually put it in there. I can write this shit down quicker than anything else.
So Xeon, Rolf, Ravast, and then Quinn and Wanderer are tied. So Wanderer can go first. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it doesn't matter to me.
All right, Xeon. You gonna try and shoot at Ravast again?
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how that roll goes.
Okay, let's see what you got here, brother.
Actually, I'm gonna first move up past him, just in case.
Good thinking.
Smart.
There we are. Then I'll take a shot at him because they're still yerking up in that cloud, right?
Yeah.
Wow, it's all or nothing with you, huh?
Apparently.
Your crit is only 6, though.
Yeah,
What's your dex?
I don't think I added that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it says crit damage should be 11.
Okay, so I'll just take 11.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's what I did. I updated the melee weapons, not my ranged weapon.
Okay, all right. I was about to say. Okay, cool. So he's dead. These guys don't have much in the way of hit points or anything, as you can tell. All right, so Xeon, there you go. Roll.
I will send another arrow at the next one in line.
Excellent. It's like a deadly conga line.
Maybe. Hits 10.
Hits 10. Hold on a second. Let me double check that. Need to put some tabs in this sucker. Oh, why doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to say it's a hit.
8 damage.
That guy's dead. It's like the goblins from our session 0 all over again. Okay. All right. Ravast.
Oh. I'm going to hit.
Unless I should ask, was Rolf going to move at all?
Wander.
No, I'll stay right here and keep an eye on the rear in case someone decides to try to creep up on us, so there's more of them that we haven't yet noticed.
Wait,
Gotcha.
don't I go after?
I was going off of what Adam told me. Did he tell me?
Wanderer's got a 15. Ravast has a 14, and I have a 15. So it goes by low to high. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I can delay my turn now.
You sure can.
So I'll just go after Wander.
Okay, go ahead, Wander.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this guy. Oh gosh, this guy. And let's see if this works. Where is it? I would love it if I was used to this. It's totally not anyone's fault. It's just I'm not used to this new thing.
That's all right. Now, on your character sheet, you've got a bite and you've got a claw. Boom! Holy Toledo, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and move your token up there. So just Wolf comes charging up out of that, and these two guys are like, "Oh, what the?" And all he looks over and all he sees is this wolf coming at him. He's like, "Ah!" And they just throw it out. Okay, excellent. All right, so then, Ravast, were you going to go next then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll move next to here, and I'm going to take this guy out.
Gotcha. Boom.
Right through his neck, and Liar is going to run and jump over Wanderer and tackle this guy.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. There's another dead one.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
It's wrong?
That has to be. That's better. Okay. He rolls twice. Yeah, so if she hits twice, then they're on the ground. I know they're dead already, but for flavor, she hits twice, and the bite attack automatically hits. So she just starts raw, you know.
Get a little snack, a little snackage, as Will DM would say.
Little snackage. All right. Oop, there we go. Okay.
All right. Well.
And last but not least is the great Quinn Hightopple.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my swords, run to this guy, and say, "I know you're fucking faking." And then I'm gonna.
And all you hear is, "Huh?" And this guy starts to roll.
And then I'm
over.
gonna stab him twice. Do I get advantage on those attacks?
No, what you get, because let's see here. Cover this building positioning. Here we go. Prone. You get +2.
To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, they would get a -2 to attack you.
All right. Got it. So first one, I added my +2. 18 for 8. And I don't want to kill him if possible.
Okay, so this is the option, okay?
Yeah.
So we've got non-lethal damage.
Right.
Okay. And essentially you can that would have been at instead of the +2, because you -2 to hit for non-lethal, so it would have been straight across the board. But
So it would have been a 16 instead of an 18.
that's still a hit, and that's still enough damage. Okay, so you can deal non-lethal damage, -2. Non-lethal damage drops any enemy below 0 hit points. It will fall unconscious for 1d6 times 10 minutes.
Okay, so is he unconscious?
You knocked him the fuck out. So go ahead and you can roll the d6. We'll see how many minutes he's out for.
2.
Okay, 20 minutes.
Oh, 20. Jesus.
Yeah, it's 1d6 times 10.
All right.
Okay,
So hold on. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I'm going to move over. Whoops. I'm going to just start moving in this direction.
Gotcha.
After I... Basically, I just come up, pummel him with the hilt of my sword, I guess, and
I'd fly to the blade, either or.
and then run over.
Okay. All right. So that's all of you guys, I do believe. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. So we need a con check for this guy up here in. So see if he can get the fuck out of Dodge. Ah! He does. He succeeds. So he's able to move 10 feet, correct? Isn't that what it was saying?
No, I mean, I don't. It says he stumbles out.
Okay. So that's what happens. He succeeds, but he stumbles out. So he is going to... Here, I'm going to roll a d4. We're going to see which way he stumbles. Because he's not keeping track. And if I roll a 4, he actually doesn't leave. He's going to stumble further into it. So, and he got a 4. Okay, so he went and he's still just coughing and
Tripping over his friends.
Yes. Now, I need to roll and see because these guys now. Let's see. Okay, they definitely know what's going on over there. They've seen, first of all, there's this big cat and this wolf start going around, and all they're hearing out of the bushes where their friends are.
I mean, I also came out right in front of them and knocked the decoy out.
Yeah. Now I'm going to roll something else.
Now, was this a regular human that I knocked out?
No, he's deformed like the others.
Okay. I should have killed them then, but.
Both of these guys, though, still think they don't realize how bad it is. And they think they've got you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And they're coming down on you, Quinn.
Okay, good. I was heading to them anyway, and they're going to move faster than I will, so.
Yep. So a 4 is probably going to miss.
Yep.
And 8 is probably going to miss.
Yes.
Okay, so they come out, and they actually poke at you with your spears. Aha! And...
But they go right over. I don't even move. They just go right over my head.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's the end of that round. So you guys can. We're going to maintain. I figure what we'll do is we'll do one inish. We'll keep the inish through the combat just to speed things up.
Yep.
So go ahead and kill these poor guys.
You know, the one advantage to redoing it every time, and I know I'm the one who wanted to do it this way, is if you do it the other way, occasionally, like the monsters might get 2 attacks in a row, or you might get 2 attacks in a row, and it makes that kind of varies it up. But so there is a gameplay advantage to rolling every time. But yeah, for the sake of speed, yeah.
What we'll do is if we get to a real intense like boss battle,
Like a boss battle makes sense.
We'll do that. We'll do that one. But for beating up on poor disfigured guys just looking to help out people that are in caravans, we're just going to go. Yeah, that's what they were doing.
They were like, getting ready to change tires and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
you got it. That's exactly what it is.
A pit crew of the forest bandits.
Exactly. Okay, so the first up on the list there is Xeon, man. It's your turn.
So I assume, if I remember correctly, this will be just outside the 10-foot radius.
That's actually. Oh, you guys can't see that?
No.
No.
Okay, I thought I got it so that you could see it. What about now?
Nope.
Okay. I hit the thing from last time, I thought.
Yeah, we didn't see it last time either.
We didn't see it last time. I just saw you put a thing on someone, and I realized what it was.
Maybe that's it.
Or you pinged it while you did it, I guess, because I saw something pop up.
There it is. It's down here. There's so many different. Can they see? See?
Yeah.
There it is.
Well,
Yeah, it's like, I actually had to read. It was like, C name, C Aura 1, C bar 2, C. All right, cool.
All right, in that case, I'll just fire.
Shoot an arrow into his ass.
Yeah, plenty of people can go help out Quinn.
Why his ass?
Because I assumed he tripped and he just fell over and his ass up in the air. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
Hit for 4 damage.
He's not dead, believe it or not.
I do believe
This
it.
poor guy. He's
Right?
such a wannabe survivor. He almost made it out the crowd. Got shot in the ass.
Well,
Yeah.
if he stumbled a little farther out, and I could have attacked him with my swords on the edge. But oh well.
Yeah. All right, Rolf.
I will.
Now you saw Sir Quinn go running out into the road, engaging with these individuals.
I'm gonna come up to here to this wagon and shoot one to his right there.
Gotcha.
Shoot at him anyway. And
Okay.
it's 22.
It hits. Does not kill him though, but this is something else I should say. Both of these guys are staggered. Now, staggered is basically anytime a monster is going to go below 50% of their health, they get a effect called staggered, which is basically just like they're looking really bad. Some character classes have special abilities which kick in when the staggered effect is on, and so both of those guys are staggered. And what I'll do is here, let me put a little. We'll put a little, I don't know, put a red dot on them. There it is. If they got a red dot on them, that means they're staggered. There we go. Cool. All right. Ravast.
Okay. He doesn't care about this guy anymore. She's just gonna walk up and ask, "Do you need help?"
Oh, me? No, I'm fine.
Very well. Then he'll start checking the caravan.
Get.
Can I rewind real quick then? And I have a question.
Sure.
So I have the finisher trait. I can pick off injured targets once per staggered target after you successfully hit with a melee attack. Oh, it's a melee attack, but
Yeah, you got
you can add your backstab. So it would have to be melee. So
Yeah.
all right, fast forward.
Yeah, that's what Xeon was wanting to do.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. All right. So, Wanderer.
I'm gonna. Where is it? gonna go over to. Wait, why is that guy have a red dot on him?
He's staggered, which
Okay.
means he's below at least half of his hit points.
Great. I'm gonna go all the way around him to that guy.
Nice.
And bite him.
Yep. Now I have given Wanderer 2 attacks around. Wanderer gets a bite and a claw.
Make sure
So you know.
we don't have on our where it says on roll 20 next to the weapon. If you have a plus to hit, that should be say 0 there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to roll that again?
Nah, don't worry about it.
You're gonna hit it.
Yeah, you still hit him. Trust me. Yeah, because unlike where you add in your stuff, it's automatically adding it in. So if you
It's-
put it in there, it's adding it double.
I didn't put anything in. Like whoever did, if you did that, then you did.
That's
Like
Will
you know.
did it.
It was me. It was me.
Okay. I don't know if you did or not.
Yeah, because I was the only one
Yeah,
messing
yeah,
with
no.
your seat.
Oh, okay.
So it had to be me.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of shit there. I don't know.
I was cheating. What can I say? You know, I did it the wrong way because I'm helping you
Yeah,
guys,
that's a weird way of cheating.
I'm here
Which
for
is what-
you.
which is not the way to do it. All right, Quinn.
All
There's
right.
one dude in front of you.
All right. Well, I'm going to use a what do they call that? Fighter point thing.
Uh-huh.
I got 5 of
Oh,
them.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of those, and I'm going to switch my fighting stance. I'm just going to put my swords away, and I'm going to punch this guy in the dick.
Okay.
Where is it? It's under weapons, dagger, dick punch. There it is. 18 for 4.
Okay. He is out. He's down. And I meant to say, oh no, we did factor into -2 for the non-lethal because they equaled out because he was.
Oh,
prone.
this guy I was. Trying
No. Yeah.
Kill.
Well, by dick punching him, you've knocked him out as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's out. So we'll just put this guy and this guy, which too bad they didn't roll properly. Maybe they would have ran away. Are unconscious. So we're gonna come out of combat.
And we got a couple
Booyah.
of.
There's,
Yeah.
isn't this guy over here still alive?
This guy.
There's one still alive.
Oh yeah, there's that
Oh,
poor
yeah.
soul.
The
Yeah.
Choking
The other
to
guy's
death
out
with
for
an
an
arrow in his
hour.
ass.
By the way,
Okay.
the second guy's out for an hour.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So, Xeon, we'll just hop to you. You're just gonna take care of the guy. You're gonna take him out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Go ahead.
There you go.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay.
Ross has just been sitting on the cart watching.
Okay. Now, when you started looking at the carts and all that, it is like that caravan guard that you guys originally met when you were coming into the forest had told you. They've been picked clean. You know, there's like scraps of different things and trash in here. 2 of the carts are really burned up, like almost completely, and that's where you guys were getting the burned smoke smell was coming from the 2 carts that were burned, and there's no bodies though. There's no bodies.
Do we want to?
Well, they said that they had some redhead they wanted to eat, so they must have the rest of the people, or they must have the people
Yeah,
somewhere
somewhere.
nearby.
I thought they
Yeah.
were talking about me, Dick Hightopple. Quinn Hightopple, whatever the fuck my name is.
Yeah, you think you would know your own character's name.
You
Okay,
would
so
think.
so we're out of the combat rounds. I take it. Are you guys going to tie these guys up, or are you
Yeah.
gonna...
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna time up.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Lyra's just licking the guy's cheek that's laying on the ground. She's
That's
like
sweet.
bleeding from his head. She's just licking the blood off of his face.
gotcha. So you guys are able to rouse these guys quicker than they want. Than they're going to be out for. Like you could like splash some water in their face, something like
Have
that.
a fucking panther lick the face, I imagine, might do it
Yes,
also.
yes, that does help. That
We
helps.
got there. We took a long way around, but we got there.
Yeah. So they wake up and they're like,
And
they're
there's a
like
large
just
panther standing
they're
over
just staring at the panther. Help!
Oh, you guys want to tell us what you're doing here besides trying to lure innocent people into their doom? Well, you picked the wrong people, fuckers!
And they like kind of like look at each other, and you can see like unspoken dialogue goes between them. And go, we were forced into doing this. We didn't want to do this. Thank you for freeing us.
Of course, Master. That is our lot in life, is to free those such as you. Where are the rest of yours, so that we may free some others?
In the woods. If you go,
we're going to need more specific directions.
Bob, where are they at? Just go east of here. You can't miss it.
You don't really think we're gonna let you go, do you?
Yeah, you're gonna come with us and show us the way exactly.
Okay, sure.
Bearing in mind that if you lead us into a trap, it will be the last action you take.
What was the deal with the arrow?
Treat us fairly today, and we might allow you to live.
Well, we can't. I don't know if they're going to try. I mean, we don't know who.
Treat us fairly today, and we might allow you to live.
Did you kill everybody?
Lead us knowingly into a trap, and I will end your existence now.
Well, there was no. I mean, everybody's here. We tied everybody else up back at the camp. I mean,
so
we got one guy. We got one guy marinating. But
this guy seems to be very confused. Somebody else try.
No, you see, what he's telling you is that they've got the other prisoners back there that they're going to eat.
Yes.
So now you're going to take us there. And
yeah, sure. We don't want to be out here in the forest anyway. Can you help us? We're terribly deformed.
So
yeah, I could fucking see that. You're disgusting to look at, if you don't mind me saying.
That kind of hurts our feelings a little bit. I mean, we didn't really ask to be like this, but okay.
So what did happen to you? You're getting terribly deformed.
Well, and he like looks at Bob, and the other guy looks, because I don't remember what I just called him. You see, there's this priest, and he kind of, well, we were part of a caravan, much like this one, and there's this priest. He shoved this thing down our throat. It kind of did this to us. Yeah. Turned us into his slaves. Sort of.
So that was an insight check that I rolled, by the way.
Yeah, they're being actually surprisingly honest. You don't feel that they're trying to deceive you guys at all.
I feel like they're trying to deceive us.
Of course you do. But you feel everybody's trying to deceive you.
Yeah.
You're like, honey, what's for dinner? Oh, I made creamed beef.
Oh, you and your creamed beef. Watch like, Saturday Morning Superheroes every Saturday at 10 a.m. to learn more about creamed beef.
So they put something down, they put like a pill down their throat, is what I'm gathering, and it turned them into that?
Yeah, and kind of compels us to do what he wants, and right now we're supposed to waylay caravans to come around. So,
well, how did you do the arrow bit?
What arrow bit?
To the guy in the back who had arrows stuck to him.
Oh, you do that? He was basically what it is. It's a piece of wood that's to the back, or not wood. It's a piece of bark, and the arrows are stuck into it, and it sticks it to the through the cloak. He had a cloak on that was over him. And so he was laying in and had that, so it was
pretty cool trick. The problem is you just scratched your arse when we walked over here, so I knew it was a trick.
Well, we didn't know you guys were coming.
That was because we're
usually the caravans they make a lot of noise. And,
we're smarter than most. And I look at Ravast when I say that and give him a wink and a little yeah.
He's sitting like on the top of the caravan. Of like this cart, just looking down at all of them, just like observing the interrogation process. Is it saying anything?
Which is going swimmingly, I would add.
His hands are
Yes.
crossed.
Wander is gonna like observe Rivas doing that and then slowly make her way up there with him.
I mean, Xeon's been chilling on a cart over here playing with a dagger or something.
Yeah. Liar is going to like continue to lick the blood off of this guy, and then she's going to like get like more like on top of him. She's all riled up now. So
She loves the taste of blood, it seems.
Sorry. Could you call your kitty off, please?
It's not my
She's heavy.
kitty. I'm more of a dog man myself.
Oh, okay.
And then Wander goes,
Well played.
unfortunately, it's only a matter of time now. So one of you is obviously going to be her supper.
Well, there's all kinds of dead people around here. Just give him one of those. We
That's
don't want to
why-
die.
That's why they're not as appetizing. Which one of you knows the way back to your camp?
I do.
Okay, well, we should be off then. Once we get there, the two of you can decide which one of you will be her supper.
Oh, man. They're like complaining. One's like, well, it should be you because you owe me 17 silver. Fuck you. I can run faster. I say to let us go. We both run for it.
Yes, please run. And Lion starts growling. It's like deep, like purring deeper.
So they're gonna argue amongst each other the entire way. Now they lead you into the forest a little ways, so you travel essentially for about a good. And here's the thing: you don't really even need these guys because Wanderer, you have that scent, and so basically, well, go ahead and roll. Just don't fuck up and get a 1.
me?
Yeah, for your tracking,
Oh.
because it could happen.
Here you go.
Okay, so you didn't. Okay, so yeah, you lead them right to it, and essentially, after you travel, like I said, for basically about 10 minutes, and you make it to a clearing, and in this clearing, which is nothing more than really where they've hacked away the underbrush around the trees and what have you. There's a campfire, and then around the trunks of these trees are tied up 5 people. They're gagged. They're their arms are around the trunk and all this different stuff, and they're tied up. One guy is tied up, and there's a hollowed out log, and he's sitting in the log, laying in the log, and there's like all kinds of like they were marinating him. They weren't lying. there's like a liquid in there that he's laying in.
Is he alive?
Yeah, and he's a redhead. That's the redhead they were talking about. And it's like,
I just need to know if his hair is naturally red or if it's like from the marinade.
I guess you'll have to wash his hair to find out. This is where those no opposable thumbs really fucks you up. Because you can't like really wash in his hair.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Ravas is going to put his hand on one of the shoulders of Bob. And he's going to turn Bob away from the camp down the road back where we came from. And he's going to say, run. And he's going to push him.
Why'd you send him away?
He starts running his ass off.
Liar goes after him.
Oh, no.
He just basically makes it into the underbrush so that you don't see him. And the last thing you see is just like this streaking black like jet of Liar. And then all yours. And you. Ah!
Shall we?
Yikes. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out by that. Continue on.
Why? I told him that one of them would be her supper.
No, I mean, I remember you telling him that, but I didn't really think... I thought it was one of those things you say just to get him to give you information. Right, now I get it. You're the guy who just says things that's on your mind. Yeah, right. Carry on then. But if I were you, I'd say to the other guy, I'd bring us to the fucking leader here pretty quick here.
So I got a question. So while all this is going on, does anybody untie the people that are tied up to the trees or in the marinade?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Roth
no.
definitely would be setting to work, getting everybody freed and so
Thank
forth.
you, Roth.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Michael
did-
is now the moral compass of the party.
does he
No,
have-
I'm.
That is
no,
a weird position for me to be in as
I
a
know,
player.
right?
I could have easily told you that will never be me.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. Did you invite me to be the moral compass? Like that
Nope,
sounds like
nope,
a bad,
I'm
a bad
just.
plan.
nope.
Yeah.
It's
I
Like I
usually
said,
play a more
my dude's an
evil bent
assassin, so-
ass
yeah,
type.
yeah. It's
I'm a
just
little
the,
shaken by
dog.
what just happened with the other dude.
the role reversal is just quite entertaining for me. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you guys let these people go. They're all very thankful. They're kind of like, "Holy shit, you gotta."
Before we let the redhead
Oh,
go,
you're an elf, so I guess you know.
before we let the redhead go, I just say, question for a friend. Does the carpet match the drapes? Oh, fuck it, yeah. Take your fucking thing. I let you. I mean, I'm not gonna let you go. I mean, just to leave. Yeah,
he's got a gag in his
I'll
mouth.
take it off.
Okay, cool. He goes, "What?
Are you a
Does-
natural redhead?
What? Sure, yeah. Can you please untie me?"
No, yeah, sure, yeah. I look over to a wanderer. Yeah, no, it's a natural.
Wanderer goes
Yeah.
again.
Or like just the
That's
paw,
like-
because
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like that picture of the puppy that's pointing down and goes,
Yeah.
"Who rocks?
You
You
rock."
rock." Yeah. All right. So you guys saved these people.
Wait,
Good
before
job.
they leave, any idea where the priest went? The evil priest.
leave, they're staying with you.
Oh, fuck.
They're going where
Great.
you're going.
See, I've got a donkey and a cart.
Yeah. They're all
I'd
like,
love somebody to check on.
you're like, "Hey, thanks." Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Get off into the woods, there, guys.
We're
Luck.
new at being heroes, okay?
Yeah, so you guys can get the cart. They'll clamber into the cart because they're all about going back. Because you guys are going to Grey Hill, is where you guys are going.
How many of
So-
them are there?
5.
There's no way the Shere Khan is going to be able to drag 5 of these fuckers. They'll take turns 2 at a time, and then 1.
Sure. Because they can't take up your space. You take up the space of a child. So
It's not just me. I'm
they
worried
could fit
about
at
the
least
donkey.
4 other-
I don't want to tire out the donkey. That's a lot of extra weight.
Well, all right.
Obviously,
quite a
Red,
task.
who was marinating, could take the first ride because he's had a shit day.
All right. Fair enough. So, anyway. So the rest of the day goes
And
by.
there's no evil priest.
So who are you asking that of?
Anybody that'll listen.
Well, the people that were tied up was like, no, there was only these really ugly dudes.
So I turn to the other dude, not Bob, and say,
That's his name.
not Bob, yeah.
Not
One-
Bob.
Not
no
Bob.
space.
Yeah,
So where the fuck is the priest?
I don't know.
I stab him.
Oh shit!
Not enough to kill him, just enough to make him tell me the truth.
Ow,
Like just
what
in
are
the
you
gut,
doing
like in the
that
gut.
for?
Yeah.
Stop! What are you doing?
No, I want to
I
see.
don't-
I want to know where the evil priest is, and I think you know where he is.
No, I don't. I mean,
No
He was-
idea.
no.
I'll fucking stab you again. I got 2 fucking
I'm
swords.
sure you will, or he'll let his panther eat me. I mean, yeah,
Okay,
no.
We got a lot of things that'll fucking eat you.
I didn't let her do.
You see that
anything.
elf back there, the blue one? And I pointed, Rolf. He'll eat you too, you fucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rolf is a aquatic elf. He's blue. I almost forgot.
True. Yes.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw the priest?
That's a
at
good
least
question.
2 weeks.
What?
Well, the transformation took a couple of days for us, and and it wasn't until after the transformation, and then he told us what to do. And then
Where
we
might
took
he be?
Don't know. It was just him and a couple of other guys, but humans. They were humans, no elves. No
You
elves.
were human, right?
Yeah,
It
until
used
they
to
turned
be.
me
Look
into
at him
this.
Now it's terrible to look at.
That's real painful to hear.
I'm sorry, but it's awful. It's fucking just
I know.
terrible.
So you were given the instruction to hunt the caravans and then
Waylay caravans, take prisoners, and then
Eat 'em. You're gonna eat him.
well, yeah, we kind of ever since we've been transformed,
Don't smile like that. It's fucking creepy.
I'm sorry. It's just we had this hankering for human flesh.
God, no, you got to stop smiling. It's terrible to
Well,
look
it's
at.
terrible. But have you ever tried it?
Oh God, no! But most people look lovely when they smile. You are the fucking opposite.
I'm sorry, but anyway, so yeah, he said that he would just keep doing that, keep taking prisoners. He'd be back around sometime. That's all we know.
So maybe we should camp here and wait for him.
No.
No, not a bad idea.
No.
Yeah, you're not supposed to fight him until much later.
No. We're done here.
We should continue to our stated goal.
Are we keeping this guy with us?
Please take me back. Change me back. Somebody's got to know how to do something for me to help me.
We don't have anybody like that here.
We're going to be seeing a master druid, correct? I believe that person may know something of the ways of nature.
Yeah, that sounds good. Take me to him.
I didn't promise you to liar, so I don't see why not.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool.
All right, well.
Please don't attempt to do something that
I'm tied
makes you
up.
appear like prey, which includes yelling loudly or at all, or speaking, or large gestures, or running or speaking.
We got a pamphlet right in the back of the cart here that give you all the necessary instructions.
Primarily the speaking one.
Oh shit.
He's not saying another word. He's not saying another word.
All right, we're gonna tie him up to the back of so he has to follow the back of the.
Yeah.
We're gonna make him walk. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
walking.
So,
I'm not. But I'll sit.
well, you got short legs.
And I'll set the
Both
rope. Yeah,
continues
slow
to
everybody
guide
down.
the horse.
It's a donkey.
Good.
It's a
Donkey.
And I will.
I'm an aquatic elf, horse, donkey. Is it
It's all the
really a
same.
difference?
That's fair.
Nah, not really.
That's fair.
You
Not to an
land
aquatic
elves
elf.
make the strangest. Yes.
And
Okay.
I've set up a rotation for the prisoners so they can ride in the cart at
Okay.
variable times.
So, you guys head on out. You travel for about another, basically 5 hours. It's roughly getting around 3 o'clock.
Liar?
Yep.
I thought it would have been deeper than that.
Yeah, me too.
He's got a
She
real
just
high-pitched
ate.
meow.
She's so happy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The road travels on. It gets wider. The forest itself, after you get towards the end of the fifth hour, the forest starts to clear out, spread back, and you start to smell the aroma of cook fires and the sounds of a settlement or a town begin to waft in on the air to you. Eventually, the road takes a turn in the bend, and there up ahead are a number of houses and buildings and different businesses. It's a small town. This is Grey Hill. Okay, now Wanderer has been here before. Ravast has been here before, and on a slight rise, on a small hillock, is a wooden castle. And with a large wooden keep. And this is where the enclave is at, not in the keep or within the wooden castle, but there's a grove just north of town. You're able to go into town center. Now, Ravash, you know some people here. You know some of the locals. The Dreadwalkers. Now, the Dreadwalkers are the ranger outfit that patrols the Dreadwoods, looking for trouble to take them out. Okay, they're in town as well. You're able to, as soon as you bring the people here, the people that you brought, that you had freed, all know someone of some sense here that they can go to. So they just blend out to the town. If you want to know where they're at so you could talk to them later, you're more than welcome. They'll give you that information. Okay. So it's just a matter of, are you going to go directly then, I take it, to Fenegar's? You're going to go to the Druid, I would take
I don't
it?
think that was the name. Fendril, I
Fendril.
believe. Was the
Fendril.
name.
Fendril.
Fendril,
Fendril.
sorry. Fendril,
Yes, we are all going straight
Yep.
there.
And then would
Okay.
we wrap that for the night then?
Yep, that's where we are going to end it for this first episode of Into the Dreadwood. And thank you for our little bit of hiccups here and there, but we appreciate everybody who's come by to watch. Let's go ahead and get this fabulous cast to say goodnight. Just go ahead and say goodbye. We're not going to do
Don't forget to do the thing to win the book.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you for reminding me. For all of those who were not here at the beginning of the show, Steve Gradzicki, God, Steve, if I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's Gradzicki. I'll have to talk to him and find out for sure. But he has gracefully given us a couple of books to give away. We're going to give away a black and white version of the right here, the Low Fantasy Gaming Deluxe Edition. We have a black and white and a color copy of this. Halfway through the campaign, we're going to give away the black and white copy, and then at the end of the campaign, we're going to give away the color copy. If you want to be entered into the drawing, just type the word enter into the chat, and we will enter you into the drawing. Okay? And that's about it. So
Can't play if you don't win. Nope,
there you go.
You can't win if you don't play.
Exactly. So
But you can't win and you can't play.
What is causality?
You can't.
So I want to say thank you. We do have normally we have a show on Mondays called I'm sorry, Adam, called the Down Roll.
When I
but,
remember to put it up, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get aired this Monday. Normally tomorrow we have at 9:30 Eastern Time, we have Tales of Savage Land, which will not be airing tomorrow. There will be no episode tomorrow. Normally, what we're going to have happen is one of the cast members is away for an extended period of time doing a play, and while he's doing that, we are going to run a sci-fi game called Sector 1, which will begin next week on Wednesday at 9. And then this Saturday we still doing 10?
I guess 10, yeah.
Okay, at 10 a.m., we have Saturday Morning Superheroes. And the Vampire Windy City Kindred just wrapped up season 1. So season 2 will not be until the new year. And at that time, we will make mention when that gets pinned down. So for Michael, Steven, Wes, KD, and that guy Adam, I'm Will DM. I was your game master. Thank you for tuning in to this Greyhawk Adventures Into the Dreadwood, where we are playing the low fantasy game. Steve, I hope I was doing a good job with explaining the rules. I'm trying to do that as I go along as well for those who are new to the system. So with that having been said, I want to say thank you very much for everybody for tuning in. Please make sure to come back next week, and we'll talk to you then. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So